Yes, we are live now.
Okay. Hello everyone and welcome to today's session. I, Dr. Aniket Kundu, on behalf of Department of Technical and Applied Chemistry, Veermata Jijabai Technological Institute, Mumbai, welcome you all in today's session, National Webinar on Health and Stress Management to Combat COVID-19 Pandemic. The recent corona pandemic has literally shattered the world like never before. A pandemic is basically an epidemic occurring worldwide or over a wide area, crossing international boundaries and usually affecting a large number of people. Throughout human history, there have been a number of pandemics of diseases such as smallpox and tuberculosis. But every time, mankind has recovered from such outbreaks with great enthusiasm. Today, we have gathered here to talk about such issues which are bothering us. And to help us all through such turbulent time, we have with us three eminent speakers who will be instrumental in guiding such tough time. We have with us Dr. Ambarish Bhatt, counselor in VJTI, SPCE, and teaching faculty for B schools affiliated to MU, who would be talking on Life is a Function of Time. Such an interesting title. I'm sure this is going to be an extremely good session. After a crisp lunch break, we will have Mrs. Rupali Samant, certified fitness trainer and mindfulness coach, Pinkerton Ambassador. Her topics would be physical fitness, immunity booster. Next, we have with us Mrs. Swapnali Lavekar, practicing nutritionist, counselor, and existential therapist, wellness professional, and her topic would be health management and combating stress during COVID-19 pandemic, which means we will all have some tips for our mental well-being as physical fitness and nutrition.
Okay.
A
Yeah,
recorded version of this webinar will be available in our department YouTube channel. The link is given here in the description box. We would love to hear from you guys. After each and every session, there is time for allotted question and answer. So feel free to ask any doubts regarding the topic being shared. For those who are just joining us, we welcome you again. I once again welcome you for today's session. I hope we will all gain so much from this session, and I'm sure we are all going to have a great time ahead. Over to you. Now I hand over the mic to our esteemed head of the department, Dr. Sujata, and I will welcome her to address the gathering. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Aniket. Good morning, all of you. I am Dr. Sujata, Head Technical and Applied Chemistry Department, VJTI, convener of this national webinar. I would like to welcome all of you, all the participants. To begin with, I would like to acknowledge the eminent speakers, Dr. Ambarish Bhatt and Dr. Avinash later in the morning session, and Mrs. Rupali Samant and Mrs. Swapnali Lavekar in the afternoon session for accepting our invitation to address us. So your contribution, your sharing will go a long way for empowering all of us, the students, teaching, non-teaching staff, and all the other participants. Welcome once again for a wonderful session. Now, I would like to welcome Professor Thorat for introducing the first speaker, Dr. Ambarish Bhatt. Over to Thorat.
Thank you, ma'am. Today, we are caught in an unprecedented time. With the pace of modern society, our problems have become manifold and subtle. The problems have further magnified and have become subtler with COVID-19 pandemic. Fortunate are those who have people around to give care. Today, it is my privilege to introduce one such a persona who is known for his act of caregiving and who has deftly moved between the world of material science and human resource development. We are indeed fortunate to have in our midst Dr. Ambarish Bhatt. his doctorate in science, that is in chemistry. After a few years of his association with Godrej Private Limited as a researcher, Dr. Bhatt decided to respond to inner call, that is addressing people's concern through counseling to make life happy and meaningful. Uh, with this, he has completed, means he postgraduate according to the academic career, diploma in personal counseling from Chennai, training in model of counseling from St. Xavier's Institute of Counseling, Mumbai. And then uh, he is acting as a trainer for various activities like personal counseling and training in counseling, effective communication skills, assertiveness training, presentation skills, group discussion and interview skills, transactional analysis, list is so long, healthy parenting, motivation, time management, coping up with stress, integrated self management, enhancing relationships, new people management, personality development, and leadership skills. Means he is giving such type of the trainings. Then with this, he is also work as a counselor in various colleges like VJTI, Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Rodriguez College of Engineering, Hansraj Morarji Public School, Reja College of Architecture, Ramanujan Ruia College of Arts, Poddar College of Commerce, Zuzunala College of Arts, Commerce and Science, MMK College of Commerce. Also, he worked as a visiting faculty with various colleges, Alana MGT College, DBIT MMS, Guru Nanak Institute of Management, Thakur Institute of Management Studies and Research, IS Management Institute. He always organizes various workshops on making friends with yourself, integrated personal management, state management, integral personality development, interview and group discussion skills. Various list is so long due to lack of time. I'm not. Also, he's a very popular guest speaker in various occasions in various places. Without much ado, I would like to request Dr. Bhatt to has share his ideas and throw light upon life and make us see its functions through the prism of time. Over to Dr. Bhatt. Thank you.
Yeah.
Doctor, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, but
Dr. Bhatt, you have to unmute yourself.
screen unmute you have to.
Unmute.
Live stream.
Hello.
Now
Hello.
we can hear you. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Sujata ma'am and Thora, for the kind introduction.
Yes, thank you.
I'm here with students. I have come to make friends with you. That is my whole purpose in life. I have given the topic today, life is a function of time. Like, what do we mean by life is a function of time? Am I clear? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible.
Yeah. Okay. As a topic title has been given, life is a function of time. Like 24 hours, 365 days, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years. All the T1, T2 you collect, that's going to make you a quality of your life. Now, how you deal with every moment you have, you can use it constructively or destructively. Now, for that, I would like to ask you all a small question. You may not answer, you can answer to yourself. If somebody asks you right now, maybe you are at home in this pandemic, we are at home, it's a beautiful place to be in. Most of the time we are running away from home, but today we are being at home. Somebody asks you, what are you doing? You say, oh, nothing. I am attending Dr. Bhatt's webinar. Now, when you say nothing, I get a feeling this webinar is nothing. It has no meaning. For everything and anything, we always say nothing. What are you doing? Nothing, writing my assignment. What are you doing? Nothing, writing my journal. What are you doing? Nothing, helping mom in kitchen. What are you doing? Nothing, helping father with tax returns. For everything, we add a word nothing. If every T1, T2, T3 is going to be nothing, just add up all. Your life will be a big nothing. This is what I've observed in people most of the time. When we say nothing, either we mean to say that yes, I can talk to you, I'm free. Or we really mean that whatever I'm doing has no meaning, is a nothing next to it. And really, friends, in life, every moment counts. Every moment counts, like every life counts. And in this pandemic, I would say it's a blessing in disguise. It's a blessing in disguise in the sense, like before your exams, you all have preparative leave. This corona has given us a preparative leave to reinvent ourselves, to rebuild ourselves, to work on ourselves. Well, I can't see anybody on the screen. Hello? Am I on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are on. Thank you.
Yeah, because I don't see anybody on the screen, so I thought what happened. Okay. So friends, just in your mind, just check, when did you last say nothing? It could be today morning, it could be right now, it could be 2 hours back, it could be yesterday. And when we say nothing, we nullify everything we do. So one promise I want to take from you all today, that anytime anybody asks what you're doing, please, please, please don't use the word nothing. Yes, I'm writing assignment, I'm reading book, I'm watching news, I'm listening to music, I'm talking to a friend, I'm looking at the trees outside, I'm looking at the bird, I'm looking at the rain. But please don't use the post-shape nothing. And just try it out for one day. You will see at the end of the day, you will feel so good that you have done so many things today. And that will enrich your life. My whole idea is not to give you stories and gyan and philosophy. I'm just going to share with you what I personally experienced in my life. Maybe by age I may be 65, but I'm 1 year younger than all of you. So please be kind to me, students. Here, so I just like to show you a flashcard which says, life is function of time. Summation of T1, T2, T3 is your life. The value you give to T1, T2 is the quality of your life. Just remember and register this in your mind. I'll be showing you other flashcards too. Maybe after 10 minutes of my talk, we may have questions from the volunteers, or if you have any questions, you can send it to the coordinators. We will answer those questions for some time and again go back to the next level. Are you all with me? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir. We are.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more the
okay.
chorus, good for me.
Yeah, because we have muted, all the participants
No,
to
you
make it
are muted,
yeah.
but ma'am, you put on your camera because
Okay,
I can't
okay.
talk to the blank screen.
So we will do that. Okay, better.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do.
Yeah, I feel talking to the wall.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, very nice. Your good name, sir?
Aniket Kundu.
Aniket, nice to see you. So how are you finding this 5 minutes of introduction?
I'm finding it extremely good, sir.
Thank you so much. Now that motivates me to speak more. Okay. So friends, today what we are going to do is that what are we going to do with the time we have at hand? Most of the people I've been working with youngsters, and when I call up, all of them say, sir, bore ho gaya. Pakta hai. And pakta hai is such a common word. So I am going to pakav you all today. तुम लोगों को पकता है ना, I am going to pakav you more. If we were in a class, I would have asked you, किस चीज को पकाया जाता है जो कच्चा होता है? So I am going to pakao you all, deep fry you all today. So what are we going to talk today is about our attitude. What is our attitude? How we look at life, how we look at situation, how we look at ourselves. Attitude is the way you look at things and you make your opinion. If you have a negative opinion, that is called negative attitude. मराठीत म्हणतात नकारात्मक. आणि नकारात्मक झाले तर सगळं नथिंग होऊन जाणार. So today we will just take a chance and see if we can change our attitude and make it more positive, more fulfilling, more gratifying. So I'm going to start the next 5 minutes. I'm going to take something. Please pay your attention. Like every time, every moment, in every T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, up to N, there is always a stimulus. काहीतरी क्रिया होतं. And for every stimulus, there is a response. People normally say reaction, but reaction is a little negative word. So I use a neutral word, response. Kriya, pratikriya. Stimulus, response. Now the stimulus or kriya is outside you and you have no control over it. Like who is going to ask what question? You don't know. But the response is within you, is inside you, and it is in your control. You can answer if you want, you can choose not to answer, or you can tell him it's none of your business. That is all under you. So just remember that on left side is stimulus, which is outside you, no control. Right side is response, which is within you, and you have a control over it. And between the two is the word freedom. Since you have been unmuted, I assume when I use the word freedom and if I ask you, how many of you love this word? I'm sure 100% will say, yes, we love freedom. And that freedom we can exercise today because we have a freedom to choose our response. Sometimes we say, कि वो मेरे को गुस्सा दिलाता है. Like you say, so and so person makes me angry. Now that is the stimulus, that person. And you getting angry is your response. So you are given the control outside to make you angry. But if you choose not to get angry, you can say, आज मेरा angry होने का mood नहीं है. And see how good you feel about yourself. This whole lecture which we are going to have for an hour is only on that what choice you make and how you feel about yourself. You can make a choice which makes you feel good, makes you feel excellent, makes you feel proud, or you can make a choice which makes you feel miserable, sad, depressed, upset, angry, frustrated. The choice is yours. So today I am giving you that freedom which you have, use it to exercise your choice. Most of the time we say, why are you upset? I'm upset because of so and so. Why are you frustrated? I can't get this mathematical sum. Why are you angry? अरे वो मेरे को irritate करता है. What are you doing? You are giving your remote control in everybody's hand. And they are playing whatever they want to play. From now on, from today, keep your remote control with yourself. To get upset, not to get upset, to get frustrated, not to get frustrated, you can decide on your own. And once you become in control and charge of yourself, the next step is, what would you like to do for yourself? We always want somebody else to do things for us. But today we are going to say that with this time I have at hand, in this pandemic, I am at home. I can't go out, I can't meet anybody, but within the available resources and situation, what things I can do positive that makes me feel good. And once you feel good, automatically others are also going to feel good. Are you all with me? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, please somebody be on the screen. I don't like to talk to blank screen. Your good name, sir?
Vibandi?
Hello, sir. Amar Vibandik, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. Be on the screen. Huh? You'll keep
Yeah.
after one after another, then I feel interactive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now you have a freedom to choose to be or not to be, to do or not to do, to listen or not to listen. Take charge of your life. And now we are going to take some questions if we have. Are there any questions coming up till now?
Aniket?
There are many
Any
questions.
questions?
Yeah. Aniket, students, some questions have arisen.
So,
Sir, till the time you can continue the talk so that we can.
Yeah, I will continue. I'll
Yeah.
continue. No worries.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. So now, to feel good about yourself, you have a right to feel good about yourself. And now look at it, what things can make you feel good? Like many times when I am training people in interview skills, and in the interview there is one question asked. Tell me some positive things about yourself and negative things. So all the participants, if you have a pen paper next to you, you can do this exercise right now. Write some positive things about yourself and write negative things about yourself. I don't call it negative, I call it limitation. The limitation is something you can go beyond. When you say negative, you have put a full stop to it, nothing can be done about it. So what are your attributes? What are your positive points? And what are your limitations? Most of the students find it very difficult to write the positive things. They end up saying, "Mother kai positive nahi. Me kahi nahi. I am nothing. I didn't score high marks in 10th standard. I didn't participate in a race. I am not a sportsman." Sagla nakaratmak, nakaratmak, nakaratmak. See, whether you are a sportsman or not a sportsman, you top the class, you didn't top the class. But there are some qualities in you. And we all have the basic qualities, which you may find out, or you ask the people around you what they like in you. And you the list of all the positive attributes about you. We by default are very negative. If we don't appreciate ourselves, who will appreciate us? And today's exercise is just building up your self-image, your self-esteem, and your self-respect. Whenever we do something nice, we feel good about ourselves. Suppose you have studied for an exam and the paper goes well. You immediately after that, you feel great. That is the feeling, it's your birthright. And that's what you feel every time. But if we keep on complaining, कि हे बराबर नहीं, ते बराबर नहीं, माझे college बराबर नहीं, माझे teacher बराबर, माझे parents, you are blaming the whole world outside that there is something wrong outside. There is nothing wrong with me. So today, what are you going to do to make yourself feel good? I am sure if you sit back and think, there are many things. We all have a dream. We all have an aspiration. We all have many thoughts to do things, to want to do things. Maybe go back to your childhood and just find out one thing which you enjoyed doing it. If you enjoy playing with Legos, start playing today. It will make you feel very good about yourself. Or you are interested in literature. It's never too late. I mean, 8th, 9th, 10th standard, or your 3 years of diploma, or 11th, 12th, and engineering. In that, we have shelved many of our passions, many of our hobbies. Take them down, do it now. If you're interested in literature, pick up any book, start reading. This is the whole program of creating yourself in enriching yourself with all the qualities you would like to have. I mean, when we go to a question answer session, I would like somebody who in this last 3 months has done something new, done something creative, and feels very good about himself or herself. I would definitely like somebody to come out and share that.
Yeah.
So, this is a very trying time for everyone. Like I can share with you all, when 3 days back when Sujata ma'am called me and told me, sir, you have to do will you like to do a webinar for VJTI? I immediately said yes. But after that, I had a panic attack. That I have never done webinar. What if my laptop goes dead? What happens if this happens? What happens if my Wi-Fi goes to sleep? I mean, I messed up my mind with so many questions. Unnecessary questions, which there was no fact about it. We all do that.
Yeah.
But I became aware, I wrote down all my anxiety. I said, okay, if Saturday comes and COVID doesn't take me away, at 11 o'clock, seminar will happen. And since 10 o'clock, I've been trying on the Zoom with all my other friends and students, whether I sound good, whether I look good, whether I'm focused well, everything. Did everything. I said, no, whatever, fine. So we all have an anxiety. Anything new we want to do, we first go on a back foot. Go on a back foot, take a start, and go ahead. All of us have some passion, some dream, some wish we want to fulfill. Within the available resources, in this lockdown or locked in pandemic, within the house, within the four walls, what you can do. Like I would like to come from you all, because my throat needs a rest for 5 minutes. So you all tell me, what was one thing you always wanted to do and you would like to do? So I would like the audience to participate.
Yeah. So Vishwabharati ma'am, you can just unmute and the students group also. I could see a few students are here. Chintan, Ninad, Yash, Tara. You can just unmute them. So let them share, what.
They have to unmute themselves. Like I have not
Okay.
muted
So
them.
students, please just, can you unmute yourself? Sir, want your interaction. As I mentioned, it's an interactive session. Sir doesn't want to give a lecture. Ninad, yeah, you can
Hello,
come
Dr.
on
Bhatt.
the video also. You can come on
Okay.
video. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah,
Hello,
Ninad.
Dr.
Yeah.
Bhatt.
Yeah.
So glad to be here today. Really like the introduction. Actually, I wanted to answer the last question as well. You said that what is the one thing you have wanted to do in
Yeah.
this in your life, and we have got the time in the lockdown right now. So one thing I'd always been interested was how does electronics works from inside, like how to build a smartphone or let's say a desktop. So there is this club in VJTI right now. It's called SRA. So they had like this program, mentorship program. So I signed up for that just because like I had nothing to do at that time. I was just like watching shows all day. I was like, might as well do this.
Yeah, but there was not nothing. You were watching show.
Yeah, I was
Nothing
watching.
time Don't
Yeah,
stop.
Yeah,
You were watching show.
yeah, I was watching shows. It was nothing.
Good. See, you are smiling, so it made you feel good. आधी
Yeah.
तुला वाटत होता का रे मी काय टाइमपास केला काय शोज बघत होता बघायचे आपले शो आहेत
Yeah.
या बोल पुढे
Yes.
Yeah.
So like I was watching shows, but then I thought that I can also move in the direction of something I've always wanted to do. So after like 2 months of working with them, I actually made like a working simulation of a computer. And now I'm like really looking forward to what I can do next throughout the next year.
Okay.
So
how
that's
does it
been-
make you feel?
It made me feel really amazing. And somehow it made me really sad when the program ended. Like, even though there is more stuff to do, it was like, okay, till the time I was doing the project, I was very distracted. Like I was not watching the news. I was not worrying about the virus. I was not worrying about my situation or like our situation. But like as soon as it ended, I kind of like fell off the not fell off the track again, but I kind of lost my motivation a bit. I was not working as hard anymore.
Okay. So, but that brief period when you were
Yeah.
totally exploring your potential, doing what you like, all the outside thing didn't matter to you.
Yeah.
And see, this is what is called passion. When you love something doing, when you do it passionately, it is a great stress buster. It is a great relief, and you really, really start feeling good about yourself. Very good. Thank you for wonderful sharing. Anything else you would like to share?
Other
Thank you.
students also can share their
Yeah.
part of the stories. So, sir,
Mayuri,
wants to hear from
Mayuri,
you.
would you like to tell us, because I could see your
Yeah,
video.
Mayuri, please. Yes, now.
I had
Yeah.
painted a lot during this time. Earlier, I used to not get time, but then now I have a lot of time, so I painted a lot. And it is very refreshing to go back to your hobbies during
So
COVID.
Mayuri,
Yes.
hello. Can you just show us one of your painting right now?
Oh, wait, I'll show.
Yeah.
Please show. We'd love to see it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? So I have
Bhagyashree.
Rudhir.
Bhagyashree and
Rudhir is there. Bhagyashree is there.
Video is on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rudhir,
Yes. You can also
start.
ask some questions.
Start. Rudhir, start.
I painted this
Oh,
dog.
wow. Beautiful.
Bring it closer. Can
Yeah,
you just
slightly
go
closer.
I can't see. I can't see.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dog. Oh,
Oh, very
dog.
nice.
I
Nice
can't
color
see.
combination.
You can't
Okay.
see?
No. Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
Beautiful.
great. Done.
Beautiful.
I don't know to
Thank
whistle.
you.
Otherwise, I would have whistled. Beautiful. Great, Mayuri. Next
Beautiful.
time, I will take this painting from you after the pandemic. Okay? Keep it for me.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And how
Very
did you
nice.
feel? Great.
Yes, I felt very nice. Everyone in my house liked the painting, and then we framed it also. They want
Right.
me to paint more, so they're encouraging me now.
Perfect.
Great, great.
So, but when you were painting, were you doing it with any expectation that people will like it and they will frame it?
No, I
or
did
you
it for
will
my
show it?
own satisfaction.
Exactly. That is a wonderful thing Mayuri has said. Whatever you do it for yourself, not with
Yes.
any expectation. And that gives so much fulfilling. And if you are satisfied, if others are not satisfied, you don't care. Beautiful, Mayuri. I would like some couple of students more to come and share their achievements.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are very audible and
Pradeep.
visible.
Yeah. So one of the things which I started doing during this lockdown was that I wanted to learn guitar during from many days, and apart from studies and curricular stuff, I did during this lockdown. I started learning guitar from online lectures through YouTube.
Okay.
So that's what I did.
Great.
Very
So
nice.
how you are learning? Because hello,
Yeah. Sure.
where is that friend gone?
Rudhir?
Guitar
Rudhir?
He's here only.
Rudhir, where is Rudhir?
Rudhir is here only.
Actually, he's in the screen only, but probably because of the restriction.
Oh,
Black
okay.
Yeah, we
Right.
could see.
Yeah. Nice to see you. Okay. Now that you started playing guitar, if you can share how you started doing it, what you did, so anybody else wants to do that will get an inspiration from you.
Yeah. So first of all, what I did was I actually did not want to invest more money before I actually started playing in it. So I actually
Perfect.
selected the cheapest guitar I could find. Right. Went through YouTube to get a good playlist, right? Like a course or something, and just did it, consistently and never gave up, right? Because actually your fingers and all they hurt a lot when you start, right? But then though they hurt, though you actually have attraction to just back off, I did not, right?
You didn't give up.
Yeah.
You persisted.
Yeah, because I wanted to learn it from a long time, and I was like, no, I'm going to.
Okay, is your guitar next to you right now?
Yeah, it is.
Just play something. Just
Yeah,
little.
yeah, sure.
Nice, nice.
Very nice. So, any other Bhagyashri, Yash, are you having some questions in your mind?
Bhagyashri, if you wish to ask in Marathi, you can switch. No
Yeah, you
problem.
can actually ask in Marathi also because we have our speaker. So, Bhagyashri, you have to unmute yourself first.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually,
Yeah.
I love. Hi, sir. Actually, I love to write poems when I was in schools and colleges. But after I came for engineering,
Even that is a college, no?
yes, actually,
Okay.
I lost the track of it in 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
But in these holidays of pandemic, I started to do it again.
See, something Bhageshi said very nicely. She said in the holidays of pandemic. You know how positively she looks at this time as holidays to do something which otherwise I would have never got it. Wonderful. You children are so good. I love you all. You are lovely children.
Thank you, sir.
We seniors have to learn a lot from you all.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so can you read out one of your poem, 2 lines?
Yes, sir. So just give me
Please.
2 minutes, sir.
Array, create one poem right now. Pandemic.
Actually, I write it and then it's like.
Okay, you can come back and share with us.
Yeah,
Thank you
Rudhir
so
is
much,
ready with
Bhagyashri.
Rudhir is
Right.
ready with his song.
Okay, Rudhir
Yeah,
is ready.
please.
Rudhir is ready with
Wow,
that.
that's great.
Rudhir, you just unmute yourself. Then only
Unmute
we
yourself. Yes.
Okay, so it's been like only 20 days I've been learning this, so pardon me if I make some mistakes. Right?
We are not to judge you over here, okay?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So we don't know pardon. Whatever you do is your achievement, we will acknowledge it.
तो जन्नत मेरी तू ही मेरा तू ही तो मन्नत मेरी तू ही दिल का तू ही अखियों की जन्नत तू ही दिल की है दस्तक और कुछ ना जानू बस इतना ही जानू तुझमें रब दिखता है क्या करूं मेरा दिखता है क्या करूं सच पे सर झुकता है क्या करूं तुझ पे रब दिखता है क्या करूं.
Beautiful, beautiful. Very nice.
Thank you, sir.
Now you are going to be an
Very
institute.
nice.
Today after this session, you are going to get many calls, people telling you that help me, how can I develop this habit?
Yeah.
You become
Yes.
an inspiration, a motivation for many others who wanted to do, but they didn't know how to do.
Yeah.
You know, this is the most beautiful thing that happens from this session. We learn from each other a lot. I might call you. Like at 65, मेरे को गिटार सीखने का सिखाना. Huh?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Is there anybody else? One last question, then we go to our theory.
Okay, so one student here is supposed to recite the poems, no?
Oh, yes.
So
Bhagyashri.
Bhagyashri.
So how are you feeling, friend, after sharing?
Yeah, actually, I feel really proud because I had this. I had this plan in my mind like from a lot of time. I've actually wanted to learn it from like 9th standard, but then due to academics, then 10th happened, 11th, 12th. I seriously couldn't manage it, right? But then after, I thought that this is a perfect opportunity to actually, manifest on whatever I have been planning.
Exactly. Very good. Very good.
Right? So that's what I did.
Good. Great. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else coming up?
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, please.
Yes. Good morning. So I am Yash. I am also in first year. So,
Yes, louder.
Louder.
Yeah, yes, little louder.
Slightly louder.
So I had always had this passion of engaging myself with food related stuff of cooking and all. And previously I did not have like so much time
Yes,
to
we can't hear
pursue it.
you.
Just keep
Yeah.
the mic little closer.
Mic little closer.
Yeah.
So I could not pursue it like previously because of the time restraint and everything. And during this thing, I think it just started more like of if I could help my mom in some way or the other. And now I think I can qualify myself as a chef or something. But I don't think my mom will count it like I helped her in any other way. I don't think she count it as a help person. I don't know. But yeah, it feels good. I've been cooking stuff because I had do it for myself for a long time. So that's what I did.
Perfect. So you utilize the time very constructively, following your passion. You say, okay, I wanted to do it 3 years back, but doesn't matter. Today I got the time, I make the best of it. Very good, Yash. Congratulations.
Sir, I would
Right.
like to recite my poem.
Please, Bhageshri, go ahead.
It was dedicated to my best friend. Uh, मेरे ईद का चांद हो तुम, मेरे डूबती कश्ती का सहारा तुम, मैं कविता तो मेरे अल्फाज तुम, मैं चांद तो मेरी चांदनी तुम। कौन कहता है इस कायनात में सिर्फ एक ही चांद है, जो तुम्हें देखने को चांद भी शर्मा जाए, वो चांद हो तुम, मेरी ईद का चांद हो तुम।
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Now Javed
Yeah.
Akhtar is feeling scared. Huh? Javed Akhtar dar gaye. Very good, very good. I'm so proud of you kids. You all are coming out and sharing. I would love to. Now we go back to what we were continuing. And what next I'm going to talk about is something of what we just heard from these four people. And that is what I'm going to endorse on it. So are we all together again? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Very good. Now I'm going to show you a flashcard. Try to understand if you all can. And just tell me, Sujata, ma'am, is it coming on the whole full screen?
Yeah, we can see.
You can see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So on this side, I have written about the stimulus, response, freedom, choice, this thing. Now, what you see over here is a concentric circle. Now, the concentric circle, the inner circle, is called the circle of influence.
Influence.
That is you. In that circle, you can put your fingerprint, which is as unique as you. I mean, students and participants, just think about one thing. That in this whole world, which has been going on for centuries, there has been nobody like you before, now, or after. You are as unique as your fingerprint and your Aadhaar card. Right? So be proud about it, that you are not like anybody else. So, the outer circle is called the circle of concern. That is the circle in which we live. Like right now, the circle of concern is COVID, Corona, pandemic, lockout, lock-in, all those things. Circle of influence is you yourself. So when you read a lot of news about COVID and deaths and doctors and nurses and what is happening, you feel depressed, you feel affected. That inner circle is where you get those feelings of negativity, of depression, of hopelessness. And the stimulus comes from outside. It comes from here. Response comes from here. I will just draw it over here for 1 second. Like stimulus comes from outside, response reaction comes from inside. So different stimulus, different reactions, different responses. This is a basic representative of your position with the world around you. Get this clear. Now we go to the next step. When there's a lot of pressure coming from outside, you have to top the class, you have to perform, you have to do this, you have to do that, and a lot of expectation, your circle inside becomes small. It's pressurized. And that's where all the negative feelings, negative emotions come in. And then you feel helpless, hopeless, and you say, I run away from everything, I give up everything, I go and sit in a jungle, I go to the Himalayas. I just don't want to deal with all these things. That is a very, very, very negative, depressive state we go in. But it's all about the choice. Now, if you can make a choice and rise above it, you will grow. But if you succumb to it, you will collapse. So we have a choice that I want to expand or I want to collapse. And now we come to the third slide. Like when I said outside in and inside out. Now if you see over here, the inner circle is larger than in the first two slides, first two flashcards. The stimulus comes from outside, but from your inner circle you respond so positively, your circle increases. Like these 4 people who shared their experience, that I always wanted to learn guitar. I took some YouTube lesson. I got a guitar. I learned it. And today he shared with everyone. Today more people know that if I want to learn guitar, I know where is my teacher. He will help me how to achieve it. Or like Bhagyeshri read the poetry. Somebody said, मला पण कविता करायची आहे, तर कसं सुरू करायचं कळत नाही. भाग्यश्री तुम्हाला help कर ना. Bhagyeshri becomes a mentor, a guide, a teacher. She creates 2 or 3 more poets in the world. And that's how, like Yash about cooking, somebody said, even I want to do, but in our culture, they say boys don't do cooking. Break that culture. Go ahead, do it. Just do it if you want to. So when your circle expands, you feel very good about yourself. Now, one second, I'm just seeing myself. What do I do? Okay. I'm seeing myself only on the screen now. I have to switch the camera, I suppose. No.
No, sir, you have to do the gallery view.
You are correct. You are in gallery view, no? You can just perfectly all right now. You can able to see.
Yeah.
No, I'm
You
seeing
can
myself
see.
only.
Oh, you want to see the gallery.
Yeah, I want to see the gallery. Yeah.
Gallery on the top, you can see on the top screen
right
top,
side.
no? Right side top view, gallery view. You just click on that.
See, top is
You have to click
stop
the
video,
speaker view.
share content, participants, and
Sir,
more.
click the speaker view, so you will
I think-
automatically go to the gallery view.
I think he's using mobile. I think he's.
No.
No, I'm using an
laptop.
iPad.
Laptop.
Okay,
I'm using an iPad.
Okay.
iPad.
Sir, we can see you, so it is not an issue. We can.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah.
We will bring them actually when somebody is speaking, no? Interactive session.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Right?
Yeah.
So up till now we will discuss that you are unique. You are unique with your capabilities, your potential, your abilities, and everything. That is a circle of influence. Now, if you have a passion for cricket and you like a favorite cricketer, say Virat Kohli, and when you play cricket, you have Virat Kohli in mind and you like to play like him. Your friends will say, Siddesh, you just play like Virat, but you don't become Virat. Because Virat is his individuality, you are his individuality. You got influenced by his game and you improved your game. Or somebody sings a song and somebody says, wow, you just sound like Arijit Singh. But he's not Arijit Singh. He has mastered the skill as good as Arijit Singh. So we always remain unique, our own self. We can learn, we can get influence from the outside, but we can't become somebody else. I'll give you a different example. Today we are all into field of science, so we can proudly call ourselves scientists. If you look at science, how it is developed, like who invented gravity? Hello? Who discovered gravity?
Newton.
Like, I don't know, when I was a student of physics, And when gravity का chapter आता था, we would say, apple गिरा तो खा के सो जाने का था ना, gravity क्यों invite किया? We have to study this full chapter. As a student, we had to run away.
Sir, my apology. Gravity was discovered by the Aryabhatta.
Aryabhatta initially, but what we study in the physics books, let's stick to the majority people think is Newton.
Yeah.
Okay? So anyways, Aryabhatta or Ambrish Bhatta or Newton, any Bhatta, people say, oh, apple gira to kha lene ka tha. But he thought, why did the apple fall? And he generated the whole mechanics science. Now he went beyond himself. Public bolega apple khane ka tha, but he said, no, there is something more to it. And today he has influenced the world around. Or for that matter, you can take Mother Teresa. She also must have been once a young lady, 22-year-old. The society in which she stayed, the general rule was a girl by 20-21 gets married, in good family, has a children, has comfortable house. But she said, no, I don't want that. I don't want my husband, mere bacche, mera ghar. Let Ekta Kapoor take care of it. I want to reach out to those children who are abandoned, who are sick, who are orphaned. Now, most of the people wouldn't think so much. But she went beyond herself to go and do this seva. And today she has been acknowledged as Mother Teresa. And they also, whether it was Newton or it was Gandhi or it was Akbar or whether it was Mother Teresa, they all had a single unique fingerprint. They were also living in the same world as we are living. But they went beyond the stimulus and made a difference to the world. And my dear friends, my all young friends, teachers, professors, everyone, aren't we capable of making a difference to the world? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
we
sir.
all are capable, and we have n number of opportunities, and we can really make a contribution to this world and make it a better place. But it's all about our choice. How can I do it? I've never done it before. You've never done it before, do it now. So what? Like in this pandemic, I was really getting bored sitting at home. I don't like walking. I used to ride bicycle 45 years back. Just I got myself a bicycle and every morning I go for a ride for 1 hour. And that makes my day. I feel good about myself. And because I feel good about myself, I smile at everybody and everybody feels good about it. So that is how we influence people positively through our action, through our creation, through our communication. Now coming to the word communication, this is the best time to work on your communication skills. So I'll be studying communication skills as a part of a subject in humanities. But here, keep on checking your communication skills. How you communicate to people. Do you communicate to them positively or negatively? When you communicate to people, do other people get irritated or they get happy? And it's a continuous process to reinvent yourself in your communication skills. The whole purpose of communication is to bring about harmony with your surroundings, whether it's the people, nature, whatever. This is a full-time job to communicate. Again, like our friend said, nothing, I was watching shows. When you watch shows, maybe there is no content in it, there is no story, there's nothing to learn in it. But there's a lot to observe. Observe how people communicate. If you see shows on discussions, you will know how they discuss a topic. You look at news channel, different news readers, they have their own way of communicating. And probably from there, you can always pick up something and imbibe it into day-to-day life. Communication is a continuous process. We communicate and then we die. I don't know who had said that in one of the books on communication, there was a heading. So quality of communication is quality of your life. Work on that. There is so much to do inside, we will hardly have time for out. But whatever you do inside will have a very positive impact outside. Would like to share something, because I think now we have 15 minutes, Sujata ma'am.
Aniket, what is the time now?
Actually, this is 11:58, so we don't.
Okay, within 5 to 10 minutes you can maximum.
Yeah.
So let's skip 15. So two or three questions.
Yeah. So anything?
Okay. Yeah. Any questions?
Students have any particular?
Sir, I have a question.
Please.
Like, so you talk about positivity and negativity. How about the having attitude, the right attitude towards the authenticity and to know the truth? How about going by that?
That is the middle path, right path. I'm not saying positivity means flattery. Positivity means genuine appreciation or genuine criticism. See, criticism we consider negative because we communicated very wrongly. Now, what's your good name, friend?
So my name is Dr. Abhishek Tiwari.
He's a
हाँ
faculty.
डॉक्टर अभिषेक अच्छा अच्छा मैंने आपको देखा अभिषेक like what we like you have done some drawing, okay? आपने कोई drawing बनाया. There are two ways. If I tell you अभिषेक आपको क्या drawing किसने बोला आप drawing कर सकते हो? That's a very very negative compliment. It's going to affect you directly at you. But I think अभिषेक आपकी ये पेंटिंग बहुत अच्छा है. अगर ये ब्लू के जगह आपने ग्रे यूज किया तो इससे क्या इफेक्ट आती? I'm not criticizing you. I'm not criticizing the painting, but I'm just expressing my opinion. So हम लोग क्या करते हैं ना, ये मैंने देखा है, पेरेंट्स के साथ बहुत देखा है. I mean, how do I say? I had gone to meet this student of mine. He's around 34 years. He's a lecturer in college. 6 feet tall, wonderful teacher. I first time went to his house. And his father, sir, आपको ये पागल में क्या दिखा? I mean, it was so humiliating. I mean, I said, how can you just run down your son? Somebody who has come for your first time, his teacher, professor, ये पागल में एक नंबर का लबाड़ है, एक नंबर का गबाड़ है, वो ऐसा है, ये वैसा है. The 6 feet old boy just broke down. He couldn't take it. So this is what is called a negative thing. So how it is said makes a difference. Positivity means there is authenticity, there is the truth in it. We are not discounting truth.
Yes.
Finally, truth prevails, whatever you may say. And I think Abhishek आपने ये point बहुत अच्छा लाए कि it is all about integrity. Like in our own integrity, we all want to be honest. We all want to be truthful. And to be honest and truthful, what is required? Abhishek, आप बता सकते हैं?
Sir, to the honest na, you should have a attitude to accept, to listen. I mean
Exactly.
Yeah.
हाँ बताइए आपकी हिंदी भी सुननी है मुझे.
सर तो मैं ऐसा नहीं बोलता. मतलब मेरा ये है ना, मतलब
you can come and my faculty will allow you and you can be there. Once you are entering, then only we will stop the first speaker. Still
Hello.
go on, but you can
हाँ अभिषेक जी
Yes,
इसमें भी आ जाइए.
मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ सर, एक्चुअली में जो चीजें होती है ना, एक्चुअली इट इज ऑल अबाउट इन्फॉर्मेशन. एवरीथिंग सब कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन होता है. सब कुछ हम लोग इन्फॉर्मेशन यहाँ से लाते हैं, यहाँ पे देते हैं, यहाँ से लाते हैं, एंड वी आर ट्रैप्ड इन द साइड ऑफ इन्फॉर्मेशन. We should try to be in a situation where we are above the information. We should have a mindset. Sir, I'm using terminology mindset. When mind can be set, that becomes your attitude. You should be above the criteria of information. You should not react according to. Should be above information.
It should be beyond it. There should be a depth. See, most of the information, if we say it is in XY direction, but
Yes.
out of that, we have to find out the third dimension. And that, as a teacher, Abhishek, what happens, you study, you read something to teach in the class. But when you assimilate and understand as your own, that teaching becomes very effective.
Yes.
Because then the students can catch the third dimension of the topic. So, being honest, I just have to be honest and be truthful. We only require one thing, and that is courage.
Yes.
And all my friends over here, all the students participating, teachers, I just give you one simple nuksa, a simple suggestion. Anytime you are doing something or saying something, ask yourself, am I doing it out of courage or fear? When you do out of fear, your circle becomes small. When you do out of courage, it expands. So we have a choice. I want to have courage. Yes, courage is going to hurt somebody, but the truth prevails. And fear crushes you down. I remember way back in 99, I had my student. His name was Bhargava in Sardar Patel. If he's watching, he will be proud that I talk about him. He would come top in the class. Whenever the day results would come, he would be coming in my room and crying. Everybody is celebrating his coming first, but he is crying. I asked him, "Beta, क्यों रोते हो? Why you are not happy and upset?" He said, "नहीं sir, मैं chits लेके गया था और exam लिखा था." Okay? I said, "Did you refer the chits?" बोलते नहीं, मैं chits refer नहीं किया था, but I feel guilty about it कि मैं chits लेके गया था और मैंने exam लिखा और मैं first आया. So when he was in the last semester, I said, इस बार सारे chits मेरे कमरे में रख के जा और अब exam देख के आ. So when you do out of courage, you feel an achiever. When you do out of fear, you literally feel like a loser in life. So all students, children, friends, I want you all just to conclude and wind up. As you are listening to this talk, maybe after this talk, decide what are the things you like doing, you wanted to do, you want to do, you would like to do. Make a list of it. And take each one of them, work on it, develop a procedure, and after you do something, share it with 5 people. That way, 5 more people will be inspired, motivated to do what they want to do. It is a promise you are making to yourself. See, here, there are no marks, there is no class, there is no promotion, no demotion, nothing. There is no success, no failure. But within yourself, you feel very fulfilled. Just as Abhishek sir ne kaha, that you know, the truth and authenticity, the fulfillment is beyond anything. एक संतोष, एक satisfaction, gratification आता है कि मैंने ये किया और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. Not for, I mean, I don't say hurt anybody. If you feel good, you will feel the whole world is beautiful. Today, since last 1 hour, I feel this last 1 hour was the best time for me today. Next hour, I don't know, but this hour was beautiful, and I'm happy in it. And I'm feeling so happy and good. वो corona भी भाग जाएगा. When you are proactive, positive, doing things, you are happy, your immunity rises, you feel healthy, you feel good, and then you can go and reach out to others. There are many things you can do. You can help a senior citizen in your neighborhood. If you have younger brother, sister, they're having online classes. You can sit with them and help them with their studies and make it an actual classroom, teacher-student classroom. There are so many things to do. Read a book, share a book, paint, write, sing. And if you have nothing to do, you can look out of the window, look at the clouds moving. But promise me, promise yourself that you are not going to use the word nothing from today. And an exercise. जो कोई nothing बोला, 5 लोगों को रोज nothing में पकड़ने का. What do you mean by nothing? उनको पकड़ डालो. That way nothing will be out of your life and everything will be everything in your life. Thank you so much. If anybody has any questions, feedback to give, I would definitely appreciate a feedback on this interaction.
Yeah. We will share your number for those students who want to have some personal interaction with you later. We'll be sharing.
Let everybody know my number. So that's okay, because if not, then somebody in the friends or family might need help.
Yeah, I know.
We want to make life world a better place.
Yeah, okay. Wonderful session, sir. Usha Madam Nair, ma'am, from Humanity Department, she is there in the Zoom. Would you like to contribute something, share here, because you are a special invited guest? Usha, are you there? Is she there?
Yeah, I'm there. Sujata.
Yeah, so you can just come your video, switch on your video and just contribute something.
I would prefer to speak without video.
Okay, yeah, of course, it's okay, no problem.
I was sending messages to both of you, to Vatsal and to Sujata.
Yeah.
That sir was saying about using time fruitfully.
Yeah.
One of the things you can do is you can help your people at home, your parents, your mother, to do some housework. It gives a lot of satisfaction and which will be using your time effectively. So that is one of the things which I thought I would like to tell the students. If there are students, of course, there are many students. Only for students, not for the others. Otherwise, it was a wonderful session, sir.
No, even for adults. See, all the men over here, they can also go home and help their wife, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Ashika sir would like to thank something. I mean, acknowledge this thing.
Any student would like to give a conclusion on it?
Yeah, student would like to contribute something and ending the session. Anyone? At least maximum one student we can allow.
Yes, one student.
So,
the next speaker.
Yes,
Mayuri, can you? Okay, Sneha.
Ninad has raised his hand.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Hello. Yeah,
Yes,
thank
Neha.
you so much, Dr. Amrish Bhatt, for your informational seminar. I really like the part where you said that when you do something out of fear, your circle shrinks. And when you do it out of bravery or
courage,
then it kind of expands. So that is one thing I am really going to take away from here, and not saying the word nothing.
Perfect. I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good. But share this with everybody. So let everybody become more proactive and positive and happy.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yes, any other students want to say anything?
I think no one has raised a hand. Astika sir actually ready, I think. Astika sir, please. Astika sir, आपका वीडियो म्यूट है क्या?
नहीं, voice is not reaching. It is.
हाँ, voice is not reaching. हाँ.
Yeah, now we can listen.
Oh, sir, Astika sir, आपका voice clear नहीं है. वॉइस आ ही नहीं रहा है.
काय थोरात सर काहीतरी बोला.
सर मी म्हणजे नॉट अ क्वेश्चन. Always but sir try to live with fact, means he is always adherent to the fact, and because of that means we are enjoying that fact with him.
Thank you.
Live lecture, sir. Thanks a lot. And in this pandemic, after listening you, really we became happy and satisfied both. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yes, Sujata ma'am.
वॉइस ही नहीं आ रहा है.
आप कुछ बोलिए.
Okay, sir, it was really a wonderful session. Actually, the way you interacted with the students and with all of us is really nice. We felt like as if we are talking to each other, sitting in front of, like there is no, this virtual boundary is not there.
Right.
Sitting in front of each other in a table, and then we are talking and we are discussing. It was really a nice, like different session altogether. Like there is no PowerPoint, There is no slide. There is no this look at this session and all. So it was very, very nice and beautiful. I enjoyed thoroughly, sir. Now onwards, I will never say the word nothing. I'll say something. I'll drink water. I'll paint. I'll just go to the market.
Just one point I would like to share.
Yes.
You said no PowerPoint. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We all are a point and we all are powerful. Why do we need PowerPoint?
Yes, sir. Exactly. Definitely. You are 100% correct.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
So
very
happy
much.
it is like homecoming.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yes. So we sign out.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. You can sign out.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Students, you can be here.
Yes.
Vishwabharati?
Sir,
Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
Vishwabharati, you are disconnecting now. YouTube is.
You
goes
will
out of
give
trouble.
information to the participants, or I will continue.
You just have in the afternoon session, 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
they can
we
join.
have to inform them about
Inform. Aniket, just
session.
inform YouTube participants.
Okay. I will do that. I'll do that.
Just
Yeah.
close it. Close that YouTube. So.
All the best.
Okay, shall we start?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, one second.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we are live now. Yes, you can start.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this session, which is second session. And I hope you had a wonderful lunch. And this is a wonderful weather, and we had really an interesting first session where we came to know about a lot of things about how to say nothing in life and how to say like we are doing something, or staying alive, staying positive. So right now we have with us Mrs. Rupali Saman. She is a certified fitness trainer and mindfulness coach, Pinkerton ambassador, and her topic is going to be physical fitness and immunity booster. So over to you, ma'am. I think it is also going to be a lovely session, and we hope we will enjoy this session as much as we enjoyed it.
Yeah, before ma'am is starting, let me just introduce little more about Rupali.
Yes.
First, I would like to acknowledge Rupali for accepting our invitation and contributing to us actually as this area, as far as the physical activity, how we can boost the immunity. It will going a long way actually, the contributing to our this current situation. So Mrs. Rupali Saman, as Aniket introduced the same way, she's a fitness enthusiast and certified fitness trainer, practicing counselor, life coach, as well as I know that Pinkerton ambassador. I know her in that way also. And she's also a meditation and mindfulness coach. Her other hobbies include as a soulful, passionate blogger. Okay, she has 150 blogs to her credit. She other hobbies. She loves singing, dancing. She loves dogs and other outdoor activities. So here it's a really it's a pleasure for me to welcome you. So you're so nice this thing interacting with this audience. So welcome, Rupali. Okay, over to Rupali now. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sujata. That's very sweet of you. And thank you all on this panel to give me this opportunity, and how sweetly you have introduced me. I am truly grateful, and I would like to thank the chairman of VJTI. I would like to convey my thank you to the honorable director of VJTI, Mr. Dhiren Patel, and a special thank you to Sujata for she is the Department of Technical and Applied, the HOD of the Department of Technical and Applied Chemistry of VJTI, and she's a wonderful soul. And to Mr. Dr. Wankide, to all of you for giving me this opportunity and giving me this special time slot to speak about a topic or a subject that is so close to my heart. It is so close to me, and I'm honored that I can talk about it. I want to thank my viewers, especially, for taking out time and giving me a good 1 hour's listening. So before I begin this session, I feel you should know a little more about me, and I would like to know a little more about you. So let me tell you that it's been a wonderful journey for me. As I've seen life through various folds and I've unfolded life, I've realized the best role that I'm playing in life is that of a mother. I'm blessed and have a wonderful family with 2 wonderful children and a loving husband. I'm a fitness enthusiast, as Sujata mentioned in my introduction. I'm a certified fitness trainer. I'm a certified coach, and my forte is meditation, mindfulness. And it's with pride I say I'm a Pinkathon ambassador for the Pinkathon Girgaon group. That is a platform where I train a lot of women, young girls, women of all age groups, senior citizens as well. And they have given me the opportunity to develop skills of leadership, skills to nurture, skills to really know what it is to connect with one another. And I would like to be grateful for the profession that I am in, and that is fitness. So enough about me. Let me just take you through a little journey of what I went through and how I began my journey. These are landmarks in my life, and I felt that I must share them with you. Won't take too much of time. I started working out in August 2006, and the intensity just built. I got introduced to fitness, exercising, working out in that year, 2006, and from there is no looking back. And my running journey began in 2001. I remember that year because my son would train at PDP and I would accompany him. And that's when I realized when I seen those tracks, it was a calling. And that's how my journey began. I started training in October 2015 after years of practice, after getting certified, after being in a position where I felt it's that time of my life when I must share my knowledge with people, put my knowledge to good use. This year has been very eventful because I've started creating my own fitness programs, and I have started training all age groups, be it children, adults, senior citizens. I take pleasure in my clients. I take pleasure in being a Zumba instructor because dance is a form of being for me. I had a major milestone this year in February 2020 with the help of very good friends from my running group, without which I couldn't be able to crack and complete the tough task of completing the Tata Ultra Marathon. Running has brought a lot in my life and helped me with building relationships where one grows and picks up the other. So enough of me right now. I would like to focus and get to know a little about you. So let me start by making it a little interactive. Sujata, maybe have an interactive session if that's okay. I would like to ask my viewers and all VJTIs, especially the age group between 17 and 20, that how often do you exercise? How often do you manage to keep yourself active? And what do you do to keep yourself active? This is an open question for all to answer. So let's make it interesting. Come on, guys.
Okay, ma'am. So I always try to make a time like in the evening time or like swimming, cycling, or whatever I find comfortable. But sometimes I'm too lazy to go out, so it's not very regular. That's how it is.
Okay. And what is that you like to work out on? I mean, what is your
Especially outdoor activities, not indoor activities. I don't like the gym, so I take up my time and go out. If it is running or walking or cycling, these are the things that I like. And yes, mostly swimming also. I like all these. So, and I try to keep myself like every 30 minutes, every day 30 minutes at least. I try to keep this exercise routine. But it is not possible because if I am late from the college, then I'm too lazy to go out. So that's the issue with me. Yeah, that's overkill.
right, right. But it's wonderful to know that you are living an active life, that you want to lead an active life, you are looking at workout, even during your COVID days where we were all restricted, days where there was a lot of stress around you, there was a lot of negativity, but in spite of all this, you managed to do what you thought was right for you, and that is staying active. So as we move into the subject and as months are going by, we've all realized and we've gathered that we all know how to protect ourselves. We all know how to protect ourselves against the novel coronavirus. And how do we do that? We do it by frequently washing our hands, maintaining our social distance at any social event. And the social events are now restricted with very few people around, but still, social distancing is very important even then. By wearing a mask and by maintaining basic hygiene. Along with all this, we've mastered these skills. I mean, all of us know how to wash our hands, wear a mask, to maintain the distance. And most have also learned how to maintain a balanced diet. What is the right thing to eat, what is healthy for me, how to stay healthy, how to be conscious of what one consumes. But while we are doing so, most of the times we have forgotten a most important aspect, which is supporting your overall health. And it's a very handy tool which you can use at your convenience, which will boost your immunity and help your immune system to be at its best. But sadly, we've forgotten to do it. And that is regular exercise. Isn't that very simple? But yet, it is very difficult. With our erratic schedules, we are all over the place right now. And we have so many reasons. The gyms are shut. There is no place. I don't have equipment. There are no weights at home. How do I work out? I'm used to a trainer. I'm not used to working on my own. Or what is working out? What is the meaning of physical fitness is what you seem to be asking yourself. So when you ask yourself that what is physical fitness, what do you feel? It is the simple act of moving your body. A simple act to keep all these tools that help you stay healthy, fight the infection. With COVID-19 pandemic, the stay at home or shelter in place has been posing great challenges to families and households all over the world. There is not one person who didn't go through tough times or who didn't have to adjust, who didn't have to adapt. So it has taught all of us, it has made all of us realize that it is the time. These few months have been a time for self-care. It has been a time for mental peace. It has been a time where we need to come together, each and every one of us, and think of how we can support one another. Stress management, and most importantly, the commonly forgotten tool is physical activity. We had so much of time for self-care. We had so many opportunities to manage our stress, to keep our minds busy, active, happy. But instead of doing that, what did we do? We chose to complain. We chose another way to view life as a stressful place to be, which at times led to weight gain, led to feeling depressed. It led to emotions which were really strong, that made you feel anxious, that brought in loneliness along with it. It decreased your physical activity for many. Harnessing the power of physical activity may be able to be your most valuable tool to maintain quality of life, to improve your mental and physical health, and to manage diseases such as COVID-19 infections. And we have this general myth that the thinner you are or the slimmer you are, the better you are. You need to be muscular, you need to build up muscles to beat immunity. But sadly, your body fat can be more or can be leading you to obesity, which is not apparent from your physical structure, but it is a silent killer. That, in fact, is the worst thing to happen to anyone, because that leads to various ailments, that leads to various diseases which are silent killers. And at a later stage in my life, one realizes that one comes face to face with cancer, comes face to face with hyper blood pressure. And what do you do then? How do you save yourself from the future disaster to come? A simple way to do it is by regular exercising. Regular exercise is one of the pillars of a healthy living. Even CDC and WHO encourage regular daily exercise. And of course, it's for good. Recently, during the COVID times, I read an article which appeared in the Journal of Sports and Health Sciences. And I found that exercise can improve your immunity and your immunity response. It lowers illness risk and reduces inflammation. That article was written by Dr. David Neiman. David Neiman, a professor of the Department of Biology and director of the Human Performance Lab, is a pioneer in the research area of exercise and nutrition immunization, and helped establish that regular moderate exercise helps in lowering your upper respiratory tract infection rates. But he also states that heavy exercising or exertion increases infection. When we are physically active, exercise increases the blood and lymph flow. The working of the muscles produces compounds that help boost your immunity. It helps to increase your immunity to a level that it helps fight the infection. Our primary infection of COVID-19 is mainly in the lungs. In fact, to think of the lasting immunity effect of exercise, I thought let me bring in a question. Have any of you, it's an open question to all of you, have any of you helped with household activity chores during these COVID times?
I didn't get the question. Can you repeat, Rupali?
Have any of you helped with the household chores or activities during these COVID times for the past 100 plus days?
Yes, yes.
Yes, most ladies
Yeah.
will be because all maids are on holiday. So
So
we
it's
have to do
excuse.
everything.
So
Too
what,
much.
may I ask, what did you all help out with? Which activity were you in charge of?
For me, though, everything.
Activities.
Cleaning the house, entire house, and cooking, everything on my head, actually. So I used to get frustrated and sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So how does it feel when you do the cleaning every day, when you see the house cleaned and sparkling and neat? What is the feeling?
Yeah, after the cleaning, feeling good, actually. Yeah, really looking good, actually. I mean,
Right.
but before, tired also after that, actually. Exhausted.
Sure. So you had these mixed emotions. You felt tired. You felt happy. You felt that finally the work done.
Yeah,
It's finished. The work is done.
yeah.
But also there is a little voice telling you that, well done, I'm happy with the way the house looks. That's exactly how exercise is when it is in comparison to a household activity.
Okay.
Exercise really is very similar to a housekeeping activity. And how is that? I'm sure you must be asking me, how is that? For example, where you realize when you do your household chores of mopping and sweeping, you help keep the house cleaner. And that's exactly what happens when you exercise. It helps keep the immune system control the body and detect and evade bacteria and viruses. So it helps clean all the sickness away from your body. And that's exactly what exercise helps to do. What does that mean? It also means that you cannot exercise one day here and one day there. And you cannot then expect to have an illness clearing immune system in your body. Workout done regularly with a proper structure and simply watch how your immune system gets in order to clean the whole sickness system of your body. Your regular physical activity with a structured program, it reduces the incidence of many chronic diseases in older age groups as well. It includes your communicable diseases with chronic diseases like viral bacterial infections, and also your non-communicable diseases like cancer. So it clearly states that you have to exercise regularly. It can't be done on a one-off day and said, I worked out once a week and my immune system is strong. It doesn't work like that. It is exactly like cleaning your house. So what's the best type of exercise to boost your immunity? If that question is asked, what is the first thought you would go through? What do you feel would be the first form of the best type of exercise suited well for you? I'm open to taking answers again.
I prefer yoga and going for a walk. That's what I do for to keep some physical activity. Yoga and some walking outdoor.
Lovely, lovely. That's amazing. That's superb. So basically, what one I gathered from your activity is that you believe in movements. Just move more frequently as you can. So it is important. Thank you, Sujata. It's a very good suggestion that you have to do your basic movements. Take a walk in the house. Move from one place to another. Because walking is the safest and most readily accessible physical activity. The elements of physical fitness is to increase your physical activities as your dynamic physical states, which compromises of cardiovascular endurance, muscle strength, your power, your flexibility, your body compositions during these COVID days. And these aerobic activities like walking, running, cycling definitely improve your heart rate. It improves your cardiovascular exercises. Like some of you might be having pets at home. So why don't you take your pet for a walk? Take your pet for a walk twice a day. And when your pet is at home, you realize he keeps coming to you, pulling your shoes, nibbling on your shoes, pulling you to get your attention. Give him some time and start playing with him. A dog is the best way to stay active if you have one. Don't need to go and get one for that. But if you have a dog, that will help you stay active. You can take him around in your area and you can complete a few steps. It's very important that you monitor your daily steps. And that is one way of staying in track. That is one way where you have structured yourself to stay fit, to stay active. And even if it is at home, it is fine. Every step counts. It's important that we move towards staying fit each day rather than staying and just being, a couch potato and sitting and just wondering, procrastinating as to how to go ahead. It is just taking one step at a time by walking. And when you walk, you have these various apps that help you keep a watch on your counts, that help you monitor your counts, or you can also have it on your phone. You can have a step counter. You can, like what I do is I am using a Garmin watch, which helps me monitor my heart rate, which helps me monitor my stress. It helps me with the blood oxygen saturation. It also helps me when I sleep. It helps me monitor my sleep, the rest time, my pattern of sleep. This keeps me going. So I would suggest if you can invest in like a sports watch, ideal for you to keep you going, keep you on track. That is the main thing that you need to do, to form a routine, to stay in place and follow it each day. After you do that, you've realized that not just walking and running, you can go biking, you don't need to invest in something which is expensive. You can take an old bike without a lot of gears, and believe me, it does wonders to your muscles. Go outdoors, run outdoors if you can, walk outdoors if you can, of course with social distancing. Then you can try, doing stair climbing. Take the stairs. Don't take the elevators. Even if you live higher, it's all right. You can come down by the elevator, go up by stairs. That's a fabulous cardiovascular activity again. If you like to do strength training, even strength training is good. You can take up, dumbbells. If you have dumbbells at home, use your dumbbells. If you do not, it's fine. You can find ways to work around it. Take home, fix anything from your home. Work with bottles of water. Take 1 liter bottles, take 500 ml bottles, work out with your bottles. You can also take your grocery, go grocery shopping if you have to. Step out only if it is necessary. Go pick up heavy grocery bags. Lift something which you feel you're finding it difficult. Try working on it. Lift something from one place and put it somewhere else. You can lift your crockery, lift your onions, your vegetables, lift a vegetable basket. Even you can hold packets of rice in your hand. That is an easy way to stay fit, stay at home. Even watermelon. I mean, you can work out with a watermelon. Before you enjoy it, take a melon and exercise. A simple example I could give you is you can find ways where you work out taking the help of a haversack. You fill your haversack with books, with newspapers, or with 1 liter bottles. And you can do a squat. You can have it placed on your back, or you can hold it ahead in front of you and keep doing squats. Go up and down, and that helps you to stay fit again. And all in these 4 walls that you are in at this moment. You don't need any equipment to go out. There's no reason that I cannot work out. I cannot do anything, because utilize everything that is at home. Use your towels. Do resistance exercises with your towels. Stretching. Do some good amount of stretching to open up your muscles. You can do all that staying in your house. When you find ways that you can do workouts with, you can also go online. There are a lot of free programs online. You can go download workouts, and they don't need to be these lengthy workouts. It can just be like a 7-minute workout, 5-minute ab workout, 7-minute lower body workout without equipment, and you will realize that you make a difference to your body each day, or at least thrice a week. If you can't do it each day, it's fine. Don't force yourself. You can do it at least thrice a week, but make an attempt. Go ahead with it. Don't find reasons and excuses or get lazy and say, I am unable to do this. As I said earlier, every step counts. What I do is, at times when I'm passionate about working out, but at times when I realize that it's a mundane thing I've done, I've been doing this, I need a change, I just put in some music. I let my playlist play, and there I just go dance, dance, dance. That's all I do. There is movement, and anything with movement is always good for you. So spending time doing things that you love, which are movement-based. Some of you like doing yoga. As Sujata said, she loves doing yoga. So most of you would be enjoying doing yoga, doing power yoga, doing Tai Chi, doing Pilates. That's a wonderful form of workout where your mind and body is coordinated. And you suddenly feel calm, you feel relaxed, you feel the complete composure, you feel the oneness with yourself. That's very important. And I would suggest students to go ahead with this as often as you can. It's important that you do so to keep your mind and yourself active. Especially during these pandemic times, it's important to improve your cardiovascular health. It helps you to lower your blood pressure. It helps your heart to stay healthy. And it's important to follow and know what the elements of physical fitness are. And I believe that aerobic capacity enhances lifespan. It enhances the way you feel. There are a lot of mood swings that happen. A lot of times we realize that I am happy right now, and the next minute I don't feel so good. Because I'm preoccupied, I'm anxious, anxiety takes over me. What do? Start walking, just start walking, move around. And that will help you. Do not sit in one place and start thinking about it. If you have to think, move around. Move in a way which helps your infinity circle to feel positive. Do the infinity walk, the sign of infinity with number 8, do that. Walk in the infinity symbol. And you will realize that all the thoughts that you had have changed to something which is more doable and positive in your life. The second element of fitness is body structure. This is your overall posture. It is how you look, how you sit. The basic alignments of your arms, your legs, and your trunk. Even a small imbalance in the way you regularly sit, the way you stand, your posture can lead to chronic pain or an injury. And in this, these COVID times, we have all realized that we are stuck with screen time. We are stuck at looking into this little camera of ours, which strain our eyes, which strain the mind, which strain the body, with a bad posture. We try to compensate all that. We try to feel good by moving into convenient postures, by hunching, by taking support of our arms, or by stretching in a way which is not so good for the body. A body has to be aligned in one form. If you put your upper body separate from your lower body, after a point, the body starts talking. And how does it talk? It talks through a little pain, a little niggles here and there. And over a period of time, one starts to think that it is not just a niggle, it's something serious. So watch how you sit. It's important you watch your posture. It's important you sit in a way that the screen faces you and that you don't have to adjust to the screen. Put your 5 senses to use in a way that they are not stressed, they are not strained. Try to move your eyes, blink as often as you can. Adjust the brightness of the screen. Move around in a way where you feel that you can create an environment of physical self-love and physical self-awareness. Very important, especially now. After that, we move on to the body composition, which is our third element of fitness. What is body composition? It's the ratio of the body fat to the lean body mass. As I said earlier, it is not true that if you are thin and you're slim, you are necessarily fit. And it doesn't mean that an obese person is not fit. It all depends on the body fat. So weight alone, as I said, does not tell us about body composition. We have various machines that help you tell you about your BMI, the body fat index. It tells you about, your water intake. It gives you various calibers of what exactly is your state of mind and body. There are machines that calculate the body mass index. And there are scales and devices that gives you an accurate and important numbers which will tell you whether you're on the better side of the body fat or you're on the worse side of it. But exercise and good maintained diet are the only ways where you will see that your body functions most effectively when you work out in an ideal fat to lean ratio. Exercise again comes to your rescue. Again makes you conscious of what you eat, about how to stay active, how long do you work out. It keeps your mind connected to your body. The next element is your balance. such an important element that one needs in life. There are simple balance tests that one can take to know whether, there is a balance equilibrium in your body structure. Most of us stand or sit in a position which compensates. We rely our weights and we push our weights on one side. We tend to do that. But it is important that we also know and correct that when you realize that you are taking help of only one side, or you compensate for what you are unable to do, you cannot prolong to do it for long. The more it is prolonged, your body gets into tightness, stiffness, and then it gets injured. So I could give you a simple balance test example. If you can stand on your one leg, if you stand on one leg, with your hands on your hips, and the other leg is held a little higher, and how long can you do so? Can you do so for a long time? If you can do so for 30 seconds maximum, your balance is good. And if you can't, you realize that you need to work on it. When you realize that the balance is good, you can move ahead with the thought that your muscles and your bones are in alignment. So as I said, very simple, stand on one leg to see which side compensates and which side is stronger. Now we move on to the most important element, the fifth element, that is the muscular flexibility. Your muscles should be flexible enough to allow you for a full range of movement. And especially so for various other activities. Did you know that if you do not work your muscles or your muscles get inactive, they become shortened? If they are not purposefully stretched or put in work, what happens to them? They tend to go smaller and smaller. At times, you can get, for a simple reason, is when you get your arms together, you will realize that they are not in similar lengths. One arm will always be slightly longer by half an inch or so. Why does that happen? Because we have not lengthened the arm. We have not put that arm to use. How often do you use both your hands? If you can do it, you realize they are the same length. If you can't, you realize you've used one arm more than the other. And it goes in the same manner with so many other body parts. So it's important that you put your muscular flexibility to use. Muscle imbalance is not good. That leads to a lot of injuries, which only gets your muscles tightened. So it's important that you need to be flexible, release those muscles, stretch your body, lengthen it. And what does that help in? And how does one do it? By movement. The more you move, the more you keep yourself active, your muscles are put to use. And the last one would be your muscular strength. In addition to being flexible, it is important that your muscles get the strength and the force to control your body. It is so important that you do strength training, you do weight training. It is so important that you mix a lot of workouts with by holding something heavy, by lifting heavy things. As I said, if you do not have weights at home, lift something which is heavy, lift something in a right form. Always remember that if you do things with the right form, you're reaching closer to your goal. That is staying fit and active. When we are talking about strength training here, I would like to emphasize that strength training for women is very important. Again, it's a myth that women must not do weights, women must not lift heavy, women are not supposed to do things that men do. But that's not true. These are all myths. Premenopausal, during menopause, post-menopause, it is important that you do move to lifting something which is heavy. Lift something which is close to your body weight, close to your body weight. There are many advantages of resistance training, strength training. And it is important to realize that strength training helps you lose the risk of osteoporosis in women. Your bones get stronger. You know, menopause is a stage where a lot of women go through hormonal changes. They start gaining weight in the peripheral area. The energy sources are withdrawn. You realize that you do not feel good on many days. The body doesn't respond. The body starts giving up. Muscles start drooping. It starts getting loose. Just the whole physical and mental being is not good. At such times, when you get into strength training, you realize that these activities put the muscles and put the bones into a proper structure format. They help strengthen your muscles, they help strengthen the bones. And they help you feel good. They help you feel that it is the way of life. So what are the things that can keep you going through these COVID times? How would you keep yourself active? How would you keep yourself busy? And I would suggest by working out, by staying active, and also using your skills, utilizing the time, cultivating hobbies, bringing up something that you've always loved to do but you were unable to do. Reading books, painting, gardening. If you're in nature, it is the best healing tool. Nature helps you recoup. Nature helps you rebound, rebalance. It creates harmony in your life. Get back to nature. Spend time in nature. Do gardening. Get messy. Get dirty. Get down there. Be with what you love doing. Anything that brings movement in your life, go ahead and do it. Even when you're reading a book, after 20 minutes of reading, get up and move around. That keeps you going. Any physical activity keeps you going, keeps you getting into better shape. And what more, when you are walking, when you're doing physical activity, it helps you with your brain, it helps you with your mind. It makes you realize that you need to cool down, you need to take time off, you need to be one with yourself. You need to be one with the person who you are. Know the person who you are. Who am I? Ask yourself that question. How many times do you ask yourself? How many times, we are so busy wanting to know celebrities. We're so busy wanting to know what's happening in my neighbor's life, friend's life, cousin's life, blah, blah, blah. But have we ever taken out time to ask ourselves, who am I? Why don't you start doing it? When you take your walks, start talking to yourself. Ask yourself, who am I? And every time you feel mentally you're being pulled down, you're feeling sad, you're feeling low, you're anxious, inhale positivity and exhale everything that you do not like. On that basis, I would like to request all of you to give me 1 minute of your time by sitting where you are. Sit where you are and close your eyes. It's a little activity I want you to take back with you. And I want you to practice this every day. So sit back, close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, think of everything positive. Think about that one positive thing that you want in your life. Or if you had, assume you have it. For example, I'll give you an example. My eyes are shut and I'm thinking of a joyful existence. So I inhale joy. I'm inhaling joy. And I'm exhaling unhappiness. I'm inhaling happiness. And I'm exhaling hatred. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and inhale. Inhale from the energy source of your navel. Inhale and exhale. Inhale positivity and exhale everything that you do not like, everything that brings you down, everything that makes you unhappy. One last time. Inhale what you want in your life. Whatever you want at that point that makes a difference to you, inhale that. And exhale everything that is unwanted in your life. Just one word. Inhale and exhale whatever brings you down. On this note, I hope you have felt a little bit calmer. I hope you feel better. And I hope each one of you starts working out, starts making a small effort of staying active. Working out doesn't mean doing gym stuff, carrying weights. Working out means exercising, creating a routine for yourself. Get into something that makes you happy. Or else you can watch my YouTube channel, Fitness with Rupali. I have started this new series, How to lunge, how to do a squat, how to do a wall push-up, how to do full push-ups. It gives you step-by-step guide as to how to do a particular workout or an exercise. I believe that if you have knowledge, spread it. Spread it to everyone, especially during these COVID times. So watch my videos. See how various workouts are done. I'm sure it will help you. I'm sure it will support your active life. And if you have any query, you are free to write with me. I have Rupali Samant on Facebook. I have my Radiant Rupa 4 Insta handle. And my email ID is radiantrupa4@gmail.com. You know, during COVID, I have been using the site, the Kaivalya Dham yoga site. It's one of the yoga sites which I follow, and I believe in it. So I'm sharing that with you. That helps you to keep you active, keeps you motivated, and nothing more than keeping you happy. Life is short and everything is uncertain. There is anxiety everywhere. There is unhappiness everywhere. But if you look after yourself, if you look after, social distancing, good hygiene, taking precautions, wearing a mask, carrying a sanitizer, very important, using it, washing your hands, and staying active, nothing can beat it. Nothing can take away the peace of mind if you follow all this. It is so important, and a message for young girls and boys, and also to all the senior citizens, to the teachers and the faculty of VJTI. I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I must say this, that, I am honored, and we are all grateful to all the faculty heads here and the staff of VJTI and all teachers for doing such an honorable job. You are responsible for creating the future of our country. You are responsible to training their minds, to creating minds which are beautiful, which take not only our state, Maharashtra, but takes the country forward in the universe. Thank you so much to each one of you. my dear viewers, for being so patient and calm. You know, there's lots I can talk about. I had lots more to share, but unfortunately, time doesn't permit me to do so. But if there is anything that you'll want to ask, email it to me. I can take, Sujata, is there time to one question or so?
Yeah, you can. I think 5 minutes. Aniket, we have now 5 minutes more. Shabharati, yeah, they're monitoring.
5 minutes of them.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So anybody wants to ask me a question, I'm going to be showing you my site again where you can connect with me. If you feel there is anything you need to ask me, guidance, I'm here.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you can stop sharing the screen so that we can see the student participants.
Okay.
So if they have any questions.
Students have any query? Yeah. Rupali can,
Yeah, okay. Mayuri, you can ask your question.
Quickly you can ask the question because the time is only 5 minutes.
Yes. Ma'am, exercise is always associated with weight loss, but I want to gain weight. So are there any exercise which work for weight gain?
That's a very good question, Mayuri, and a very unique one. There are exercises for weight gain, and also there are the proper foods, the maintained, not a diet, but a proper food plan, which will help you gain good weight. It won't be fat, but you will gain weight. Now, there are workouts that you can do, workouts where you build your muscles. It's very important that you build your muscles. And for that, I would suggest if you could get into strength training, if you could get into weights, and as I said, there's no access to gym if you do not have weights, take something like your books, hold quite a few books or pile of books. Work around that, hold bottles, hold a bottle of water and work out, exercise, anything that keeps you active. It is not necessary that when you work out, it is only for reducing weight. Working out also helps you gaining weight, especially strength training.
Thank you.
It's a wonderful question and a very unique one, because very rarely, and you're blessed, very rarely do you get to hear that I want to gain weight. It's always the other way around. Everybody's complaining about, I'm gaining weight, I just need to slim down, I need to tone down. So wish you all the best.
Yeah.
Any more questions, anyone?
Any more? Vishwabharati?
No, right now I don't see any raised hands.
Rupali, one last question from my side for youngsters. As Aniket was sharing about that he love outdoor activities, no? So at this point of time, which I face, I think most of the youngsters actually, even including my son, he love to go to gym or he want to go to, for a football play, but that is going to be ruled out for at least few more months. So how to motivate them? How to, is there any, in those who are not willing to do the indoor activities?
Sure. He can, as I said, he can start by walking, running, the best thing, or he can take up cycling. If you have space in your compounds, even he can go out, start running outdoors. There are various ways he can go. He can go uphill running. He can even do stair climbing. It's wonderful. It's excellent for your overall, body structure. It is excellent for your lower body. It helps to form your glutes. It helps your hamstrings, your quads, and it also helps to toughen your calves. Very important. So it's a full body workout. If it is done regularly, you will see a difference when he plays. If he's a footballer, he will see a difference when he's out there playing on the field. It makes a huge difference, and it also stimulates the mind. It also keeps, the mind keeps active because it's an individual activity. You plug in your headphones and there you go up, down. And while doing that, you have the music playing that stimulates you. This is about me. I play my music, I have headphones on, and I'm doing stair climbing. And I realize that I feel the oneness, I feel the connect with my mind and my body. And it becomes like an automatic movement. It's automated. It's that movement that goes on. I just keep going up and coming down, going up. But when I'm doing that, the mind is doing a lot of coordination. It gets stimulated with the music that is playing or the thoughts that are coming in. There's no way thoughts are going to stop. But you have to keep a check on your thoughts. You will keep a check when the thoughts come. Oh, I need this. No, I don't need this. It's out of my mind. It keeps you connected. Okay. And believe me, Sujata, that will help your son feel motivated because he gets to think his space. There are no parents around. There's no one around telling him, don't do this, don't do that, stop doing that. What are you doing? You're on yourself. So when he's on doing this activity, at times when he takes a break, that's when he can peacefully go on his cell and read the messages, go on social media, for that 1 minute break or 30-second break, and then he will surely get back to his activity again. So I must recommend this for your son.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Rupali.
Most welcome, Sujata.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that goes with everyone. I mean, outdoor activities are amazing if you can maintain social distance, you're wearing a mask, but please do not wear a mask and run. It is unhealthy to do so. So you carry a mask with you. When you have a group of people, put it on. Carry a sanitizer every time you step out. Very important. It is very important that you do so. And stay happy. Stay happy. Do things that make you happy. Do things that make you feel connected to yourself. If you look after yourself, if you love yourself, can you love your family? You cannot love others when you are empty inside her. And how do you love yourself? When you work out, when you stay active, when you make a connect with yourself, when you burn the calories, when you start seeing weight loss happening, when weight loss starts happening, that is when you start loving yourself. When the beauty of your physical appreciation comes in focus, in full pass, you realize you're doing a fab job and you love yourself even more. During COVID, it is important that physical attributes are also appreciated. It is important, otherwise it leads to depression, anxiety. So your physical self, look into the mirror and tell yourself, I am complete, I am whole, I am happy. And also work out. That's a little tip from me.
Okay. Yeah.
It's wonderful to connect with all of you. Thank you to my dear viewers, and thank you to all. Thank you, Sujata, for a lovely opportunity, and I'm so happy to connect with all of you.
Yeah. Thank you. Our Aniket or Shivardi?
Yes.
The
yes.
next speaker has come.
Yes, ma'am. She has joined.
Yeah.
Aniket, you do a fabulous job, and so is everyone here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Most welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
So
Next,
ma'am.
Yeah, she has joined.
Okay. So you will be introducing her?
Yeah, I will be introducing her.
Okay,
so, ma'am, should we start with the next session talk? Sujata, ma'am?
I think start with the next one.
Okay, okay. First of all, I welcome all the participants on the behalf of the organizers. Welcome all. This is last but not the least talk of the day. So, title of the talk is Health Management and Combating Stress During COVID-19 Pandemic. And it gives me immense pleasure to welcome our speaker, Mrs. Swapnali Lavlekar. She is a practicing wellness professional. She is an expert nutritionist, a dietitian, counselor, and existential therapist. She has worked with a lot of corporate clientele like TCS, Honda, and trained their staffs for stress management through balanced diet and nutrition. She specializes in child health and nutrition, and she regularly takes seminars, workshops, and talk shows for school students, teachers, and their parents related to the issues like daily studies, stress, anxiety related issues, and how to manage it through balanced nutrition and a planned daily routine. She has recently appeared on a talk show called Pariksha Pe Charcha, where she has addressed anxiety and stress-related issues of the board aspirants and given them valuable guidance. So today she will be talking on health management and combating stress during COVID-19 pandemic. So I take this opportunity to welcome Swapnali Lavlekar, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for accepting our invitation. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Vishwabharati, for introducing me so nicely. And now I would be starting actually first of all, I would like to wish all of you a happy and healthy World Population Day, because today is a World Population Day, and it's not only important that the population, but the health of the population is the prime importance today. So I would like to wish all of you. And to begin with, just a minute. Okay.
Yeah, everything is fine. Continue.
Fine. Okay, I'm trying to share my screen. Just a moment.
Yes.
Hey.
There is a green button at the bottom.
Yeah, I got the screen option, but just a moment. Okay. Till then, let me continue. Okay, the basic things today we are fighting is the COVID issue, and with that, like the two things we want to handle are immunity, and the children are facing the stress regarding like what about the future, how they are going to do. Just can you give me a second?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Yeah, are you able to share your screen?
Yes, sure. Just in a moment. अरे गेलो कुठे आता काय डेस्कटॉप आपला का नाही येत आहे? अच्छा हो का तो ना
Okay.
Ishwardi, can we help her actually? What she's dealing with? Aniket or Vishwabharati or anyone else can help Swapnali?
Yes, ma'am, I'm calling her.
Yeah.
It's done. Yeah. Yes, it is started.
Okay. Yes, ma'am, Swapnali, ma'am, your desktop is visible to us now.
Yeah.
You can share the PPT.
Yeah, am I visible now?
Yes, the screen is visible. Go in the presentation mode. So that will be.
Okay. Fine. So Sorry for the delay.
It's okay.
Oh, that happens.
No, okay. And now amongst this situation, like this pandemic situation, there are two main causes that we are worrying. First thing is our immunity, because we all are very much concerned about the immunity. I think in past so many years, as much we were neglecting our immunity or our health, within last 4 to 5 months, we have become so much aware about that. We are caring for our immunity, our health to a large extent. And the second one is stress, because stress, we are like, first thing though is there ki how to prevent ourselves from this pandemic, or we care ki no one from our family, our near and dear ones should not get into all this, they should not be affected. Second thing, for students especially, they are worried. Since this being an engineering college, the students are worried about their portions, about the future conditions. What would be the conditions after the lockdown session and all? What would be the job opportunities? How they are going to cover their semesters? How they are going to cover the things? What would be their job profiles? Everything is very uncertain at the present, which is causing some kind of stress within the students. Even teachers are lecturers are worried as to how they are going to cover their portions, what are they going to do, how they are going to manage the other things. Even right from each and every part in the each and every section of the society is worried right now, taking from the kids, they are adapting to new education systems, to the seniors and everyone, because there are some restrictions which are uncertain. When are we going to come out of all these things? But the best thing to help amongst all these things to increase your immunity, maybe to reduce your stress, the first and foremost thing is proper diet. Whatever be the issue, first thing we always have its solution is having a proper diet. Second thing is exercise. Exercising regularly will help you a lot. Third is proper sleep and adequate water intake. Once you're you just imagine, whatever be the case, suppose a small child falls down. The first thing that comes to our mind is, okay, drink some water. Somebody in front of us, we say, okay, have some water. Thing. So all you have to manage these four things and your life is easy. It is not that this would be a complete solution, but yes, you can prevent certain things, and prevention is always better than cure. So first we'll move on to our immunity building, because each and every one of us wants that we don't fall ill. Our wellness should be at a peak. We should not even get a simple cold or cough. So the first thing, you have to build your immune system. Our immune system is basically...
Swapnali ma'am, can I just interrupt you for 1 second? Hello ma'am? Swapnali ma'am, yeah,
Sure.
can you go to the PowerPoint? In the PowerPoint, you go to the slide view option. The slides are visible,
Sure.
written stuff is not clearly visible.
Okay,
So
okay.
go to the slideshow option. There, it's there at the bottom. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Now is it visible? I am in the slideshow option.
Yes. Click it.
Okay.
Okay. Done.
Thank
Please
you.
continue.
Yeah. See, the first basic thing of our immune system are our white blood cells or leukocytes, and we need to take a proper care of them. They should be timely created, regenerated. Their growth should be proper. Only then and then we will be able to fight the diseases or the antigens coming towards us, right? So first thing, as I think everybody of us knows, that protein plays an important role in growth and wear and tear of our body cells. So your protein intake should be appropriate, including your lentils, milk and dairy products, nuts, nuts like pistachio, almonds, walnuts, soya bean, eggs, meat and chicken, even your seafoods. So these are the few protein sources. And here I would like everyone to note down few of the sources, because there are some ingredients or some foods which cover almost all the nutrition. So I think that those nutritions help us. I would call them superfoods, because nuts like almonds are the solution for, I think, each and every problem, each and every nutrient in our body. So it would be very helpful. So you should remember all these things, which would help you not only in this situation but throughout your life. Next is folic acid. Folic acid plays a role in development of the cells. So once the cell is created, it is regenerated, but it should be developed completely. And for that, you need a folic acid intake. That is cucumber, spinach, coriander leaves, cluster beans. In short, many of your fruits and vegetables contain a huge amount of folic acid. Even dried fruits like plums, figs, etc. Second is iron. Iron will provide the oxygen to each and every cell of your body. So it will not only help you build your immunity, but also it would help, because when you your each and every cell, each and every part gets a complete oxygen supply, it works more efficiently. So iron will help you to get that efficiency. It would also help you to combat your stress, because even your brain cells will get the oxygen. So the sources of iron are watermelon, custard apples, dates, almonds, olive, what we call, they are like, they look like sesame but are brown in color. The figs, bajra, green leafy vegetables, beetroot, pomegranates, etc. Then vitamin C will also help. I think vitamin C, to each and every one of us knows, it helps in building your immunity. Even a small child can tell you, okay, lemon is good for building the immunity. So it plays an important role, and also it helps in optimum absorption of iron. So the sources would be, you have to do small things. If you do daily, I think you don't need to worry about the vitamin C intake at all. First is squeezing 1/4 of the lemon in your meals. And second thing is amla in any form. You can take amla in any form. My personal favorite is Chawanprash, or I think, and it is also certified by Ayush Mantralaya. So you can surely go for a Chawanprash. The other sources are oranges, like any citrus fruits, and even our kitchen में जो मिलता है black pepper powder or black pepper. See, these spices, Indian spices, actually are very much helpful to us in this immunity building process. And also I'm like very much happy to be an Indian, because in India there is so much diversity even in our food intake, that you can just mix and match any type of food and your balanced diet portion is complete. You need not worry कि okay मुझे इसके लिए क्या खाना है, उसके लिए क्या खाना है. You get each and everything. Like you can combine your vegetable parathas with a sambar or dal tadka. You get equally, you get your modaks also, you also have what you call momos. So it's so much variety you can mix, and you get whole of thing without getting bored of same routine daily. Second thing is adequate amount of water. As I said, water is also important to build your immunity, because it helps you remove your toxins from the body. Throughout the toxins, it will keep you hydrated. But here you have to take care. You're not drinking the water from refrigerator. Avoid cold or chilled water. In summers, matke ka pani is okay, but else avoid cold or chilled water. As far as possible, in this present situation, drink warm or hot water. That would be always suggested. Yes. And there are some Indian spices, as I told. we can add the spices like turmeric, ginger, garlic, black pepper, cinnamon. All these spices, they are very good for like simple cold or they build your immunity because they have power packed with the nutrients like vitamins and minerals. So you can have them if you have a cold or you fear. Some people fear that after eating fruits they get cold. So you can just sprinkle black pepper and black salt on the fruits, and you can avoid the getting cold or throat infection because of fruits. Even you can have, again, the Ayush Mantralaya has suggested a kada which includes all these things. And the turmeric, ginger along with honey, you can have it to avoid your throat infection and cough. I think all these things are not new to us. They are coming from ages. Maybe our grandparents have told us about all this, but somewhere in this time gap we have forgotten this. So it is a time to revise them, recollect them and use it. Eating tulsi leaves also help us a lot. Again, now coming to our stress management, I think stress management, there are two things which come into picture. That is, one is serotonin, which is a mood enhancing and brain calming neurotransmitter. And the other one is cortisol. So first we'll think about enhancing our moods. Okay, being happy is the best thing to be in the world. Okay, so for that, what you would do to have carbohydrates. Now, have you ever noticed what two things you do when you are in stress? When you are in stress, you're overthinking. First thing, you go to drink a water. You have a bottle of water with you. And the second thing you need to have, or you go crave for sweets.
Sweet.
Your brain gets the energy from glucose, that is carbohydrate, and so you need those carbohydrates. When you are tired mentally, you crave for sweets. I have seen people in years of practice who are craving sugar. They have sugar after their meals also because somewhere they lack that energy or they are somewhere stressed. So, but rather than having plain sugar or sweets, it's always ideal to have carbohydrates in complex forms like sweet potatoes, carrots, cereals, fruits, dried fruits like dates, you can figs. These help you to fight your stress. You will feel better if you have these fruits. And it is not that, okay, now I am stressed, so I will have it. No, make it a habit. It should be a continuous process. Also, before the bedtime, if you have black raisins, you get a better sleep. So that would help in your sleep pattern. So you can add it. Then tryptophan, it is a type of amino acid which help in boosting the serotonin level. It is a precursor for serotonin. So you can have the sources which are rich in tryptophan. That is nuts and seeds again here, soya, tofu, milk and dairy products, lentils, dark green leafy vegetables, pineapples, pumpkins. You can difficult, not at all a rocket science. It is just what you eat daily. Only thing is you have to make it a habit to eat the right things in a right manner at a right time. So again, magnesium. Magnesium helps in the metabolism and utilization of serotonin. So these are the few things which would help for that. Like magnesium, you can have cereals, pulses, peanuts again, nuts, guava, figs, papaya, zinc. You can have eggs, seafoods, vegetables, dairy products. B6 and vitamin D. I think this is the best vitamin. We should never we should never be deficient of this vitamin. But yet we are. Many of the people are deficient in vitamin D, which is the thing we get free of cost. Sunlight is the best source of vitamin D. आप 10 minute, 20 minute you stand in a sunlight and you are filled with vitamin D, but still we lack it. So make it an effort to stand in the sunlight for few times. In rainy season, though it's difficult, but throughout the year you can try doing that. Even in the lockdown, I think you can go to any of your windows or a balcony and you get enough sunlight. It is just maybe you can keep just your hand in the sunlight, or you can work in the sunlight, maybe small works, take your breakfast in the sunlight, and that will help you. Then there are few foods which you should always avoid. It is not that just to avoid the stress, but always, like alcohol, caffeine, artificial sweeteners, and carbonated drinks. Carbonated drinks get in, I think we get oxygen, we inhale oxygen, we exhale carbon dioxide. But the clarity to this, when we exhale carbon dioxide, we purchase the bottles, liters and 2 liters of bottles of carbonated drink, and we drink that carbon. So how unnatural are we behaving? So it's always better to avoid it, restrict it. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but you can restrict the intake. Second are you should lower the levels of cortisols. Cortisols are stress hormones released by your adrenal glands. So again, your vitamin C is going to help you boost your immunity. Along with that, it will reduce your cortisol's level. Omega fatty acids. Omega fatty acids help to control your stress hormone. The sources are fatty fish like salmon, tuna, and also nuts. Because here it plays okay. If someone is vegetarian, what do we do? So you have nuts, almonds, walnuts are surely rich in omega-3 fatty acids. So you can surely have those. Again, chocolates. Your dark chocolates I would recommend, because your normal chocolates are high in sugar. So dark chocolates you can surely have when you're stressed, and sometimes it's okay to have your normal chocolate also to reduce your stress levels when you need them. You're highly stressed and you need to reduce them. Yes, you can have a piece of chocolate. Then black or green tea you can have. Green tea is rich in antioxidants, and any foods rich in antioxidants, the foods which contain vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, these all are rich in antioxidants. They are surely going to help you not only just for stress, not only just for immunity, but throughout the well-being of your body. So have these things. Probiotics like yogurt, you should have it in your food. Maybe you can have a buttermilk or a simple yogurt or curd. You should include them. Then fruits like bananas and pears will help you a lot. So basically, in short, it is like you should have a balanced diet regularly, which is going to help you a lot. You can have which contains a proper amount of protein, your carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, everything, and your routine is set. Okay. Then for sleep is again very much important, because when I speak to my clients, many of them have a problem that we are not able to sleep properly. There is no sound sleep. So first of all, make a proper sleep schedule. Whenever it is possible, make your routine of the sleep. Okay, I'll be sleeping by so and so time and wake up at so and so time. So once it's in your routine, it will be easier for you. For students, especially your submissions and all the other things, but try to complete them before your sleep time. And whenever it's not possible, you can stay awake. But yes, try to keep it in tea or such boosting liquids or boosting foods at nights or late evenings. They will hamper your sleep. Then avoid watching televisions or screens or bright lights while sleeping. Because once you're watching a television or a mobile and then you go to sleep, believe me, for next 1 to 1.5 hours, you won't be able to sleep. And if you're watching, keep your brightness very low. Then avoid late night dinners. It is always preferable that you maintain a 2 hours gap between your dinner and your sleep. That does not mean you will have your dinner at 11 o'clock and sleep at 1 a.m. No. Try to complete your dinners 8 by 8:30 or 9, and then you can sleep by 11 o'clock, I think. Yes. And you can have a nap during a daytime, but avoid long hours of sleep during a daytime, because it happens that because you are not able to sleep at night, many people sleep during the day, maybe in the afternoon, and then because they are sleeping for lengthy hours during the day, they are again not able to sleep in the night. So break that chain if you are into that chain. And 20 minutes nap during the daytime is sufficient, but have a proper sleep at night. Even you can have warm milk before sleeping at night if you are not able to sleep. Yes. Okay. Now, when you're stressed up, how would you identify your levels of stress? Each and everyone is worried about some or the other thing. Worries are a part of our life, but when those worries cross the limit, when they become our anxieties or our stress, we should be able to find it out for ourselves and also for the near and dear ones. Because sometimes it's key. Suppose someone is stressed out in front of me, the person won't be realizing, but I can realize, okay, maybe this is because of stress. So you can help them find out, okay, you're stressed. So that would help them in understanding them. So do that, try to identify your stress levels. Second thing is meditation and breathing techniques help a lot. You can even do exercising like yoga you can practice, because now we are into a lockdown situation. We are not able to get out of our houses. But to increase your breathing, no, you can do it by your own by meditating, or else few exercises like you can have spot jogging at your houses. Within your house, you can surely do spot jogging. You can do walking within the house or some floor exercises. As Rupali ma'am told just now, you can do some floor exercises or yoga, so you can always do it. But do some kind of physical activity. Second is maintain a bedtime routine. As I told you in our sleep section, that okay, maintain a routine. By this time I'll be sleeping, by this time I'll be having my dinner, I'll restrict the usage of my mobile to so and so time. And when you're feeling that something is worrying you very much, you're worried about certain things, please vent out, open up to someone. Say to someone. If not, okay, you find ki nobody is interested in listening you, or you're not able to open up to someone, just write it in a paper or a diary and maintain it for yourself. Believe me, after a few years, you will start laughing at those things. Then you can engage yourselves in hobbies, especially now when we are in lockdown and we don't know ki okay, now what am I going to do? We have such a long gap of holidays. So you can engage yourself in some hobbies which you are interested in. It may be ranging from like dancing, singing, cooking, or playing some instrument. From that to small works like doing some household work, or you can engage yourself in many skills which are going online now, which would help your career also. Small courses, online courses you can do, or you can learn some life skills like cooking, which can be done by any gender. If you are interested, you can learn those things. Maybe managing the accounts of your houses, anything which you are interested you busy, engaged in, utilize this time instead of thinking aage kya. Utilize this time to develop yourself for the near future. You can do relaxing activities. Relaxing here, I mean, you can even just sit down idle, close your eyes, sit down idle and just breathe. That can be relaxing. Or you can scribble, you can draw, anything which would make you yourself happy. You playing with a child can also be one of the activities. Okay, and for even when you're eating, when we are maintaining a diet, the most important is not only just what we eat. Though we have spoken about what to eat, the most important thing is how to eat, because diet is all about how, when, and how much. Okay, so when like how to eat, first and foremost thing, while eating, you should not get involved in any of the screens. First, switch off your televisions, mobiles. Even I would say, if you have a habit of reading, please avoid even reading a book. Get yourself engrossed in that work of eating. See, you must have noticed, it is a daily life. Ghar pe, whenever you come home, anybody in your family, when they come home, what is the first question you ask to your mama? It's always, खाने में क्या है? Okay, we ask this thing, खाने में क्या है? Because our ears want to listen what they want, what they have to eat. Okay, so that your brain can process the digestive juices accordingly. Okay, so when we ask this question, it's okay. But when the food is ready, if we are watching a television or some video or engrossed in our mobiles, we fail to see what we are eating, we fail to smell what we are eating, and we fail to taste what we are eating. So the digestive juices which are supposed to be released are not released completely, because your half brain is in that digestion process, half brain is in watching the television, and again it goes in that flow of what you're watching. Maybe if you're watching some daily soap and some emotional scene is going on, you get those stressful hormones in your brain, you will get those emotions in your brain, you will eat the food half-heartedly. If you're watching a cricket match and India is about to win, okay, we are so much excited in that, though we are excited, but the food digestion of our food is incomplete. So we should get complete, our all the 5 senses should be with that food. We should touch the food. That is why in Indian culture we eat with our hands. Should touch the food, see the food, smell the food, and taste the food. And believe me, just try this for 2 weeks. Shut all your screens. Stop reading while eating. Don't do anything else. Eat your food with the complete wholeheartedness. See, you will feel the food is more tasty. And also it will help in your health. This is such a small thing, but it will make impact on your health. It will increase the taste of your food, and also the one who cooks the food will feel happy that everyone is enjoying that food. Second thing, drink less water while eating. You can drink the water 45 minutes before eating, 1 hour after eating, but during your meals, maximum water what you will eat should be half glass, not more than that, because that will again dilute your digestive juices. Okay?
Yeah.
And one more thing is, okay. One more thing is that when you're eating, you should be like with the clean hands, complete, you should be within that food, And please don't criticize the food, because in India we even think the food as we worship our food. So don't criticize it. It will automatically give you the most benefits from that. Okay, even sit with a posture as far as possible, slightly bent posture. Yes, I think any doubt you have, you can surely ask.
Yeah, ma'am. Very nice talk, ma'am. Shall I have? Aniket? Can I have?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Very nice session, actually. A lot of information you shared, actually.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I want the last session you were talking about that how much to eat, actually. I have a concern about that, actually, because that now age-wise it matters, now how much to eat.
Yes.
And now during the lockdown also, what I had observed, even with my own experience, we are eating home food, actually freshly things. So the quantity, it's not reducing, it's more fresh food. I mean, it's not in the dabba we are eating.
Yes.
So that is affecting. So if is it preferable, advisable to have only 2 meals? If it's a 2 meals, which meal is better? I mean, instead of 3 meals, 2 meals.
I would suggest, first thing, our body is the best indicator for all these things, because some people are comfortable with 2 meals and some need, but ideally I would suggest you should eat after every 2 to 3 hours, because with the 2 meals it's very difficult to get all the nutrients in the proper quantity. Because if I need 50 grams of protein, it's very difficult that at a time I'm eating 25 grams of protein with all other ingredients. So it's difficult to complete that requirement. So it's better you can eat in spans. But there are certain people who are comfortable with 2 times of meals, then that is okay. And again, with 2 times of meal, if you have to perform efficiently in your life throughout the day, if you're working, then it's insufficient. If you have an idle lifestyle, it's okay.
Okay. So, but even the quantity also, how much? I mean, the quantity also with age, you may have to reduce.
Quantity.
Yeah, quantity. Yeah, I mean the quantity.
Yes, quantity with age it differs. It differs with our gender also, our lifestyle, what work we are doing throughout the day. All these things matter, but ideally you should have a heavy breakfast and which comprises of maximum of nutrients, because our digestion is at a peak in the morning. So utilize that digestive power in the morning. Your lunch can be a bit less, but again, if there is a gap between your lunch and your breakfast, you should have maybe a handful of dried fruits or nuts or fresh fruits in between the gap. I think for professors also it's easy to put दो बादाम तो मुंह में डालना आसान होता है 2 lectures के बीच में. So that, and again it depends on your hunger. Night the dinner should be in less portion. Again, there should be something in between your lunch and your dinner, because ideally we have our lunch before 2 p.m. and we have our dinner after 8 p.m. So minimum 6 hours ka gap is there. So ideally you should have one mid meal in between that, and everything what you eat should be according to your hunger. It is okay that you eat 80% of your hunger, but don't make it 105%.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Anybody else?
Yes, anyone else wants to ask question? So I have one question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am. Okay.
Sir, video on कीजिए. Video on नहीं.
Okay. Yes. Yes. So, ma'am, I'm Aniket Kundu. So basically, my issue is always that whatever the exercise I'm doing, my weight is never reducing; it's always increasing. So, is it something with the diet? Like my diet is basically Bengali, so my diet will be most of the rice and non-vegetarian items with vegetables also. So, is it something with that?
Might be. Actually, I have to, like, it is necessary that I know your whole routine to answer it, but yes, might be a diet problem, or maybe there would be some time gap while exercising. Matlab, your routine में that exercising is not fitting, or maybe some issue in your diet. As you said, you have vegetables and all, but what did you say regarding the rice? Because rice के बारे में एक चीज I'll tell you. Rice will not increase your weight. But if you notice, when you're eating rice, we don't chew it. We just gulp the rice down. And it is very, very important to chew your food properly, may it be rice or anything. So just notice that if you're eating rice, are you chewing it properly? Because rice खुद से इतना soft होता है कि we gulp it down. So check that. And rice is not a problem. You can have it with a proper quantity of dal and vegetables or salads.
But and one more thing, working out in the morning and working out in the evening, does it make a difference? Like people say in the morning, if you work out for 10 minutes, that is equivalent to working out 30 minutes in the evening. Is it true?
See, that is according to your level. In morning, it's good because the oxygen levels in the air are high. There is lack of pollution in it. Now, if you go and work out, thanks to all this, like that one thing is a blessing in disguise, that the pollution has come down. So now if you work out throughout the day also, you will feel the same effect as you do in the morning. It does make some of the effect, but if you don't have a time in the morning, you can work out throughout the day. Again, second thing is evening में आप आधे घंटे इतना stamina होता है. Your stamina in the evening is reduced after all the throughout day's work. So it's ideal to work out in the morning. But yes, something is better than nothing. So
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, I got it. Yes. Vishwanathi, madam, you can ask the question.
Yeah.
Vishwanathi, madam is probably okay. One question.
Okay. Wait. My mic was switched off. Yeah, I'll repeat the question. There is a question in YouTube chat box. There is a student who is saying that she sleeps by 3 a.m. and then gets up next afternoon. So is that a good routine?
no. Okay, if she is a student, it's not at all good, because I can understand in some professions like nurses or police staff or other professions who are working in rotating shifts, they don't get to sleep at time. We can understand, and it's unavoidable. But for a student sleeping at 3 a.m. and waking up in the afternoon is not at all good. She should not do. No, she should break that habit and sleep by 11 p.m. The things which she does after at night between 11 to 3, she can manage them from afternoon to night, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. There is one more question in the chat box from Komal Tambe. So she's saying that she lives in hostel and mostly she's having bread and butter for breakfast in maximum quantity that she can have. So is it a wholesome breakfast, or like she has to add something else? But she's a hostel student, so suggestion should be like what is available in hostel.
Yeah, I can surely say it is not the issue only of the hostel students. Even you and me, we always don't get a time to prepare a wholesome meal. जो थाली बोलते हैं, we don't have the time to prepare that thali. So I think there should be few things, like I said, nuts, fruits, dry fruits, even chikki, रामदाने का चिक्की है या सिंगदाने का चिक्की. She can keep these things handy. And if she is not having an option to bread and butter, she can switch on to brown bread. That would be a better option. But these dry jo khana hai, fruits, dry fruits, chikki of all variants, she can have those in addition to that bread and butter. And also if she gets unsalted butter, that would be more better, because salt and sugars create almost all the problems, and maida.
Thank you, ma'am. I have one more question, like from my side.
Yes.
It is seen that a lot of us, like since there is so much social media hype and the information keeps on circulating, so like most of the people know what to eat, when to, they know it, but like how to motivate people, like mostly college kids, like how do we motivate them to practice it in their actual life? So
Yes, it should. First thing, it should come by self. I think if you make a survey now, let the first 1 week of lockdown will leave, people were trying with all sorts of cakes and pastries and all the other cuisines. But now, see, we automatically got motivated because I don't want to fall ill. We got motivated. Continue it same. See, practice eating healthy food for 21 days and believe me, it will become your routine. Just when you see any food na, just think about it कि इससे मुझे क्या मिलने वाला है. When you eat a pizza, and also it is found that when you eat some wrong food, when you are into indigestion, digestion plays the major role in your complete health. So when you see a food, just think, am I able to digest it? Will I be able to digest it? And the food which says no, don't go for that food. Okay, because you'll automatically, you will get irritated when you have indigestion. You'll automatically get irritated. Your stress levels are high. So remember that even for young kids, I know they don't have a time to eat, but just think that way कि चलो आप कैंटीन से या कहीं से भी you will buy a Frankie or a pizza and you will eat. Instead of that, see, there are two things. You can have one apple. See, there is a huge difference between fast food and junk food. Many people club them. I would say avoid junk food because having apple, घर का खाना, if it is with your tiffin, one fruit if you have, or some dried fruits, you can have them anytime while in your conveyance. Easily you can have. Many a times it is not that people are interested in eating something else, but they don't have the option. So these, if we give them the option, they'll automatically be motivated.
thank you, ma'am. There is one more question from a faculty member.
Yeah.
He's asking, like, can we take milk on empty stomach for all the age groups?
Yes, it's quite okay, but add something to your milk. Maybe, see, I would suggest you can add, apna badam ka powder and khajur you can add to that milk. So it will increase the quality of the milk. You will get the nutrients also, but it's okay to have milk empty stomach. But don't force anyone for milk because today we see that many people are lactose intolerant. Especially it happens with kids ke parents. They run behind the kid with a glass of milk and they don't know whether the child is lactose intolerant. The child is not at all interested in drinking and the parents are forcing. So if you're comfortable, then and only then have a milk.
Okay, ma'am, I have this question in the chat box. The question is, after the blood donation, does a person gains weight? And the second continuation will be, is there like any blood group which is prone to this?
No, as such, actually, I don't have any idea, but regarding the blood group especially, but yes, there is no connection between blood donation and weight gain. As far as you maintain your diet and your lifestyle in a proper manner, there is no such connection between this thing. It may happen so कि after donating a blood, check whether you are having a lot of carbs or energy, thinking कि okay, I've donated, so I need to gain. To create that blood cells, if you're eating huge, then that can cause a weight gain. So just check to that.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Any more questions?
Yeah,
Yes, any
Swati,
more
one more thing. See, is it a Tetra Pak, the milk that is coming, no? Amul Zaza and all Tetra Pak? How is it more nutrient as compared to the normal packet milk? or is it not advisable? What is your
See,
opinion?
Tetra Pak, you can have, there's no much difference. Only thing is you have to check whether it's fortified with additional nutrients. Sometimes the Tetra Pak milk is fortified with additional nutrients because the shelf life is longer.
Okay.
So you can check it, but it doesn't make a difference. But yes, other packaged foods, if you're going in for some packaged foods like chips hai, ya fir, even your noodles are there. So avoid these things because they contain high amount of preservatives and other things which might be carcinogenic. So avoid those. But milk, Tetra Pak or simple packets will do.
Same. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, any more questions?
Actually, I have a question. May I ask you?
Yes, sure, sir.
Hello. So, what is the difference between milk? Is that okay to consume the A2 milk? Hello.
Sir?
Is that okay to consume the A2 milk?
A2 milk? What is that? You are not clearly audible. थोड़ा सा loudly बोलेंगे.
Okay, okay. In this situation, hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
In current crisis, does A2 milk can boost our immunity? A2 milk? Hello.
A2 milk.
I don't know. Is it clear to her?
He is asking about K2 milk. Like, is K2 milk good immunity booster in current situation? K2 milk, like vitamin K fortified milk. Right, sir? Hello, Amar sir?
Hello, it's a A2 milk. A for apple. A2 milk.
A2. Apple milk.
A2 milk. It is called A2 milk.
Okay.
What is this A2 milk? Where is she? She has logged out, I think, you know. Not able to see her.
I think her network is
Internet connection is
some problem. Okay,
हाँ.
लगता है. Yeah. But then you can find out, no? You can call and.
yeah, we'll wait for 5 minutes. I will just
Yeah.
call her.
If she is not available, then we can proceed with the vote of thanks.
Hello, we'll wait for 2 minutes. I'm calling her. Okay.
So participants, please give us 1 minute. We are going to be ending the session soon. So even right now also, if you're having any questions or any doubts, you can type in the YouTube chat box and we can get the questions to the speaker. So please be patient with us. I think you had a nice session this time, and I don't see not much questions. Okay, so I think we can go ahead with the next vote of thanks session.
Yeah, we can do that. I think we can proceed with that.
Yeah.
It is already 4 o'clock, so
Yeah.
I think Wankhede sir is in. No?
Yeah.
So we can proceed with the vote of thanks. Aniket sir will thank the speaker first. No? Then
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you the speakers, especially Dr. Ambaresh Bhatt. Then we had
Aniket sir, video. 1 second, na Aniket sir.
Okay. Yes.
She has joined. She is joining.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, and your video was also off.
Okay. Actually, I switching
Yeah,
off.
she is
switch
back.
off. Okay.
Okay, I'm extremely sorry. There was some connection issue.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, not an issue.
It's okay, ma'am. Let's continue.
Yes.
Yes. One of the faculty was asking question like, is A2 milk is good for us during the pandemic? There is something called as A2 milk.
A2 milk, yes. I've heard if you're getting and if you know it's really original, guaranteed and surely have it. Your internet connection is unstable.
Continue. You're visible and audible, ma'am. Swapnali,
Yes.
ma'am, you can continue.
Yes. Yes, if you are sure that the A2 milk which you're getting is original and really trustworthy, you can have it. There's no issue as such to avoid it or like.
Okay, but can you please explain what is A2 milk? Like we are listening it for first time.
Okay, A2 milk is a high quality milk which is directly taken and just pasteurized from the original Gir cows and all. So, like from when we get it from the dairies, it is a processed milk. So these milks are just pasteurized and they come from the original sources. Maybe from this thing. They keep the cows at their pets and they get it.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And I think one of the fundamental question is that we should try to have less processed food. Natural food is good for us.
Natural food and which you process it at home, that is always good, because when you buy the processed food, it is many a times they add preservatives to it, emulsifiers, stabilizers, I don't know, many things get added to them because they want to increase the shelf life. There's a simple logic. Roti, a homemade roti, we don't eat after 4 days. Even aaj ka roti, tomorrow also we seldom eat it. Okay, but biscuits 4 months ka we are eating. So how much they are processing it to increase the shelf life of that wheat ka atta. So it's always better to avoid the processed food and have natural food.
That's very true, ma'am. Thank you for the enriching session. I hope audiences have enjoyed the session and have all their doubts are cleared. So anybody who has any further doubt can contact ma'am on her email ID. Thank you. I think Aniket sir can continue now.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Sir, video on kiche. Sir,
yes,
Aniket sir, video on.
Just conclude the session. Basically, from the morning itself, we are having this national webinar on health and stress management to combat COVID-19 pandemic. We had Dr. Ambaresh Bhatt. He was a counselor in VJTI, and he talked about how we can enjoy and be positive in our life. Even if there is like lockdown is happening, but still we can have very small activities and we can still be happy. So, and the next we had Mrs. Rupali Samant. She's a fitness trainer and mindfulness coach, and she also spoke about how to be positive and happy during this lockdown. And then last but not the least, we had Mrs. Swapnali Lavlekar. she's her talk on health management and stress during this COVID-19 pandemic was very nice, and we had lot of new things that we were not knowing. So thank you all very much. Now I just request our Wankere sir. He is our HOD in the diploma department, and he will be giving the vote of thanks to the speaker and the participants. Over to you, Wankere sir.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. So it's now near the end of the session. So Honorable Dr. Dhiren Patel, Director VJTI, respected Dr. Sujata Madam, Head Technical and Applied Chemistry Department VJTI, and all the participants. It's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on the behalf of the Technical and Applied Chemistry Department and the coordinators, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all the speakers for gracing their important work and sharing with us their expertise and opinions today. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for Dr. Bhatt, a renowned counselor, for giving valuable talk on life is a function of time, in which he makes us aware of freedom of choice. And yes, it's up to us to decide to remain happy or unhappy during this COVID-19 pandemic. He very effectively introduced to us to the circle of stimulus and response. And yes, we have to expand this circle of response with the positive thoughts. Also, I would like to extend a special thanks to Mrs. Rupali Sawant for exploring us with the various exercise activities for physical fitness, which further leading to the boosting immunity in this pandemic period. I also thanks to Mrs. Swapnali Lavlekar, nutritionist and dietitian, for giving talk on health management and combating stress during this COVID-19 pandemic. She enlightened us with the characteristics of various nutrients for immunity building. She also threw light on good eating habits, sleeping habits for the good health and stress management. I also wish to express my gratitude to our Dr. Dhiren Patel for providing encouragement and support. I am very grateful to our head, Dr. Sujata Madam, for giving us an opportunity to organize this event. I heartily thankful to all the participants for their active participation in this event, as no program can become successful with a single person. So I extend my big thanks to our Technical and Applied Chemistry Department for their support. And also I thanks our students for the, once again, coordinators, teaching and non-teaching staff for their involvement. Thank you guys for making this event successful with your contribution. Thank you. It's over to Aniket.
Thank you, sir. So I think fitness activities and mindfulness activities, we are now, we have at least some of our doubts clear. So Sujata ma'am, are you going to speak about some concluding remark, or we can just conclude the session?
This is enough. We can conclude the session. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
just
thank
one.
you all the Okay, yes ma'am.
I would like to thank the team VJTI, especially Sujata ma'am, Aniket sir, Vishwabharati ma'am, for giving me this opportunity and giving, taking my what you call small this towards the society, a small share towards the society. And I would also like all the viewers, I would like to tell them, please stay at home, avoid going out, wear your mask, take all the safety precautions, because we can build our immunity. But if you feel you're not unwell, please consult a doctor, please consult a counselor. That is more important. And stay safe, stay healthy.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Actually, this is a very great, grave moment for all of us, because this pandemic is something that we have never seen in our life. First time in our life. I think it happens once in 100 years. So definitely some generations won't see it. So we are fortunate or unfortunate that we are having to see this. but definitely we are having so much of guidances for all these mindfulness experts and fitness experts, as well as the nutritionist experts, so that we can stay fit and stay alive. Thank you all the participants, and I thank all my colleagues, our HOD madam, Sujata madam, our HOD sir, Vankiri sir, and all our faculty colleagues for this great success. So thank you all, and wish you all a very great COVID days. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah.